Megan,
What?
it's showtime.
Is it though?
It is. Hello and welcome, Internet, to another episode of Otome O'Clock. I am joined tonight by the one and only Megahan. I'm Ashley A. Button, and Adam is currently tied up in the back corner. In the back, he will be giving random commentary that may or may not make sense.
Speaking of which, before we get started,
Okay.
I have a thing.
Oh, God.
I was scrolling. Sorry.
Someone didn't mute his TV.
Sorry.
Before we start, let me fuck the audio.
Sorry.
Good job, Adam, for fucking the audio.
Sorry. I twice now. I have to plug it in a USB device and leaving my audio on. Sorry. So maybe I can make up for it. I was scrolling through the Instagrams and I found a profile that has just all good news because there's so much bad news out there.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And I don't want to call them out because I haven't vetted it yet.
Okay.
But there were some articles that jumped out at me,
Okay.
which I would just like to, here's some good news. Apparently, pandas are off the endangered species list.
Oh,
So
that's
yay,
good.
good news. And
they fucked themselves back into viability.
apparently, in Scotland, they have lowered the price of feminine hygiene products to 0. Right? So for medical, which, to be fair,
Makes me want to live there even more now.
Well, which, to be fair, only perpetuates the stereotype that Scotland is full of douchebags. Sorry. That's a joke. I love Scotland. Don't be. I'm just taking.
Get
the
him,
piss.
Scotland.
I'm just taking the piss.
Get 'em.
Taking the piss. And the third one may or may not be good news depending on where you land on certain issues. I know Ashley will immediately think this is good news, but in China, and first off, I'm always hesitant to say anything coming out of China is good news, but in China, apparently, they have publicly executed 3 child sex offenders as part of their zero tolerance policy. Now, traditionally,
They're doing more than we have with the Epstein files.
Now,
Holy.
traditionally, zero tolerance policy is not usually good. However, if there's ever a reason to, if there's ever a spot to have one, maybe. But it's only really good news depending on where you land on corporal capital punishment. Where you've landed on the death penalty, and wherever you land on it, it's probably a bad idea, really. No matter what their crime is, to execute minors.
Where is this going?
But it was child sex offenders.
Okay.
So I don't think we should be executing minors.
No.
Or maybe I just saw the comma in the wrong place. Sorry.
Was there a joke in there somewhere?
There was.
Okay.
Instead
Yeah, Mr. Necker, I'm with them. Oh my fucking God, stop.
Please stop, Adam.
Okay. All right.
You're actively hurting me at this point.
I think my brain just blocked out whatever the hell he was saying just to protect it, to protect myself. Oh, so thank you, Adam, for that segment, I think. This is Otome O'Clock, and I promise you we're going to play a visual novel that has nothing to do with what Adam just said. Hi.
Hi. Yes, we're starting a new game. We're not loading a game.
We're going to load the no game that we have.
I just like to tell everyone out there I've played this game at least 7 times, so I know what's happening. I know everything about this game.
So, Megan, can you tell us anything about this game?
It's a supernatural fantasy game. You play as a hunter. Your job is basically...
Megan has played this game so many times she can't remember anything about it.
Your job is basically it's not hunting all non-human creatures.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be flirting and doing the sexy.
Flirting and doing the sexy.
Yes. That is the important.
Your job is to hunt supernatural creatures who have attacked humans.
And we're going to hunt for love. In all the wrong places.
Notwithstanding the vampires, as long as the vampires have consensually gotten the blood, everything's fine there.
Okay. Megan, I'm guessing our name is Autofill.
Yeah. No, hold on.
Okay.
Stop that.
What?
Just Auto.
It has to be.
Just Auto. Okay.
Hit enter.
Tell us your first name. Now I see.
Now you put in the surname.
Autofill.
Trust me, I've done that before and had to restart a game. Not this game, but a different game. And I was like, God damn it, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They, them for Otto, because Otto is a shapeshifter.
Our in-game lore, autofill is our
Mascot, who is a
um,
shapeshifter.
shapeshifters that travel through dimensions, and that's why all these
Looking for love.
looking for love.
Oh, God. Oh.
All right, so who's
By
doing
shapeshifter,
what?
They mean hermaphrodite.
Megan, who's doing what, reading wise? You want me to read this? Megan has lost all use of thought.
I'll do the, like, narrator portions.
All right, so who's reading this letter?
I am.
Okay.
You have been selected for immediate transfer and are authorized to report to the enforcement headquarters in Lunaris, Escaria. Please find your mission information and all other relevant documents enclosed. Once the information has been digested, we order that the documents are promptly destroyed. This information is highly classified, as are all details of your relocation. Upon arrival, please report to General Augustus Willenheim. Respectfully, Lieutenant General Harold Addington III. I arrive in Lunaris at dusk.
We got an achievement.
I've been traveling for days. My feet are sore, my eyes tired, and all I can think about is how much I need a damn good sleep. I'm a hunter, and I've been called here by the Lieutenant General of Escaria to lead an investigation. The matter is apparently urgent, if the rapid way in which I've been summoned is anything to go by. The things that you hear about in ghost stories and fables are all real, and it's my duty, my purpose, to protect humanity from those creatures that go bump in the night. There have been a series of
Oh my God.
particularly violent murders here in Lunaris lately, and the local enforcers, the agency that oversees us, can't seem to put their finger on who or what the culprit is. I was the most skilled hunter general in the previous town I was assigned to, but I eagerly welcome the change of scenery. Even if it does involve murder and a healthy dose of existential dread. Though, as I sink further into the town, the feeling that washes over me is making me wonder if I made the right choice. As if I even really had one at all. Our lives are bound, and I live to serve. As hunters, we are the only ones equipped to deal with such monstrosities. Plucked from our families at a young age, we're told that we hold an incredibly rare talent, not only in passing the secret of initiation that gifts us with keen senses and empathetic skills, but also in possessing the mental fortitude, intellect, and obedience necessary to ensure our effectiveness and loyalty. So they're child soldiers.
Love that.
We are adults, however. I steel myself and wander aimlessly through the unusually narrow streets, unable to focus on much else other than the thought of a warm meal and a comfy bed. The only thing that distracts me from such thoughts is the way the sky begins to turn an inky, infinite black. Wisps of mist swirl around my ankles, seeping out from every crack and crevice. Flickers of magic are present within the smoky tendrils, and I can't help but wonder if my mind is playing tricks on me. I turn a sharp corner and see people running, scooping up small children, scrambling to get inside. I hear the sound of doors slamming and locking, echoing off the crooked stonework.
Is it me, or does Smoky Tendrils sound like the lead singer from a ska band?
Curtains are drawn, windows are closed, and then darkness, the abnormal kind. Although the stars are shining brightly at a glance, and the crescent moon hangs low, neither offer much light. It's unsettling, to say the least. A chill rolls down my spine, and I walk faster, my sore feet continuing their protest. The instincts that have been part of me since my initiation kick in, and I have a feeling in the pit of my stomach that I need to get inside, and fast. I spot a mage light lantern as I head further down the street. A dull blue flame flickers invitingly in the darkness, drawing me in. I push the weathered wooden door open and the light tinkle of the bell that hangs above my head announces my presence. It's empty, only very dimly lit by a few worn-down candles. The shelves are stocked with curious trinkets and jars of strange-looking ingredients and potions, and an apparently endless collection of dusty old books lines the walls. It smells faintly of incense and a little of... Is that ozone? Yes, like the way the air smells just before a storm. Like lightning. I hear footsteps and turn to find their owner, and I'm taken aback by the figure that appears from behind a pair of well-placed curtains.
I was just closing up, but can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, I'll take polycule number 1. Or, no, number 2. Polycule number 2, Megan, that we discussed.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
All right.
We have just
All of them.
met-
I'll collect all of them. They're like fucking Pokemon.
We just met the first romance option.
All right. Okay.
Calm down.
Okay. All right.
Wide eyes burn into me, brighter than the clearest of emeralds. His aura feels distinctly magical, and I am very aware that I'm looking at a witch, a powerful one at that. I'm doing the narration.
Okay. I'm sorry to intrude, but I appear to be a little lost. I'm looking for the tavern.
His gaze falls to my weapons and my sash, his cheeks darkening as realization apparently sets in.
Are you the new hunter?
I offer him a wry smile.
Is it that obvious?
He returns my smile, and I can't help but feel welcome. At home, even.
Oh, just a little. It's lovely to meet you. The town has been alight with gossip about you this week, you know. My name is Ezra, by the way.
I'm Otto. It's nice to meet you, Ezra.
Did anyone happen to tell you not to wander the streets when darkness falls? As capable as I'm sure you are, it's not advised. Especially these days.
I shake my head, still a little out of sorts from the long journey. Then, much to my embarrassment, my stomach decides to grumble loudly.
How rude of me. You must be starving. Take a seat in the back room and I'll quickly fix you something up. You really don't have to do that. I'd better be on my way.
You'll do no such thing. It's too dangerous out there. Please, I insist. It's no trouble, really.
Really?
I can hardly refuse when he's looking at me like that.
Oh, I see. Muted.
Oh.
Being punished. I'm not surprised, though.
I nod and follow him as he parts the curtains to reveal a cozy living space. There's a small kitchenette with a crooked dining table, and nestled in the corner is a tattered but comfy-looking sofa. Ezra fills an old steel kettle and pops it on the stove, igniting the stubborn burner with a grunt before he turns and offers me a smile.
I'm just going to pop upstairs and get you some blankets. I really do insist you stay until morning. You must be exhausted, and I'd hate to send you out into the darkness knowing...
He pauses, stopping himself.
Just wait here, and please, make yourself comfortable.
I can think of nothing worse than even walking across the street right now, let alone across town. So I swallow a polite protest.
You know, that's the advantage of drinking brake fluid, being able to stop himself like that.
Oh, I will mute your microphone again, sir. Thank you, Ezra.
He disappears up a narrow staircase, and my curiosity instantly gets the better of me. A solitary candle burns upon the countertop, colorful, magical little lights hanging from various picture frames and shelves, as well as an abundance of luscious green plants. It's utterly enchanting, just like its owner, and obviously very well loved. There are generous amounts of personal belongings and keepsakes littering every possible nook, and I eye a tiny dish that's overflowing with brightly colored jewelry. Beside it sits a pile of crumpled parchment. Some of the pages are covered in elegant looping script, and others are filled with lovingly rendered portraits. I tentatively reach for one of the sketches at the top of the pile, but a loud creak startles me.
Are you already losing it?
Only because I know what's happening, and just the memory of what it, like, there's no art for it, but I know what it looks like.
Are there people getting frisky upstairs?
No. I turn, as alert as I've always been taught to be, as my fingers edge toward my weapon. The hairs on the back of my neck stand to attention, and I immediately know there's a creature nearby. That's when I see them. A pair of glowing, fierce golden eyes peeking up at me from a previously hidden section of
Like the fucking witch in Snow White. I love him.
Lord, he's just like...
That's it. That's my next Photoshop. I'm going to Photoshop this guy's art into the witch in Snow White.
Actually, it feels more like Evil Dead, right? The sister peeking out of the floor.
Either or.
And before I can even think about defending myself...
Again, polycule number 2, please. I'll take the set B.
Hold on, you haven't heard his voice yet.
Okay.
I'm pinned to the wall by a firm, cold, and inherently not human arm.
Who the hell are you? Where is Ezra?
Again, I'll take set B. Set B over here, please.
Sure. Oh, yeah, but is he better than Ezra?
No, they come together. It's a package deal.
Megan got it. Gave me a very cross look.
Oh, I just don't acknowledge your puns. It's safer that way.
It wasn't a pun. It was
Oh,
a
okay.
reference.
His lips curl into a snarl, affording me what feels like an incredibly pointed view of a set of long, sharp fangs. If I hadn't already clocked his deathly pallor, there'd be no second guessing what kind of creature I'm dealing with here. Vampire. I know I'd already be quite dead if that's what he truly wanted, and I feel nothing from him other than an overwhelming desire to protect something or someone. His aura is panicked but distinctly non-threatening, so I decide to relax against his hold. I cautiously raise my hands in surrender in the hopes that he'll stand down. We're not taught to harm creatures who have no intent to harm us. It isn't what we stand for, at least not the honorable hunters. Plus, vampires are the closest thing there is to humans in the Demonology Handbook, and have met a few reasonable ones in my time. Emphasis on a few. He retreats a little, just as I hoped. Just enough for me to gather my composure.
I'm going to tell him Ezra's safe because I don't want to die. Ezra is fine. I swear it.
Those bright, disarming eyes burn into my own, a chill skittering across my skin. He looks like he's searching for something, his dark brows twitching as he studies my face, a thick scar cutting through the one on the right. Something that looks a lot like relief settles upon his face. I can't help but wonder what a vampire is doing sneaking into Ezra's home at this hour.
If you're playing tricks on me, I'll have your head. Understand?
The immediacy. To be fair, anytime I hear Gideon Emery's voice, I'm like, oh, Gideon Emery.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I nod once, my hand still raised where he can see I mean no harm.
I'm not lying. He's safe. He's upstairs.
I tip my chin towards the staircase in hope that he'll use his head and seek Ezra out with those impressive senses of his. He takes a step back, but he still doesn't seem to trust me. I don't entirely blame him. I know how he feels. The sound of the kettle whistling as it comes to a boil distracts him, and he visibly relaxes. His gaze quickly darts to the staircase, then back to me. He steps back, the candlelight illuminating his angular face, all sharp lines and hairs black as the night. He's otherworldly, obviously attractive in that tall, dark, and dead way. And his left arm is missing from the shoulder down. In its place is an advanced-looking prosthetic, flowing with what looks like incredibly advanced magic. He catches me looking at it and quirks that scarred brow.
Like what you see? Sorry, it's not for sale.
Damn. How about lease? Is there a leasing program? I'll even go for a, like a weekly rental.
Oh my god, he's the second love interest we've been introduced to.
That's like, yes. Yes.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
That sleeve just says I try too hard, though.
No, it's not a
sleeve.
sleeve.
Yeah, the tattoo sleeve.
It's not a tattoo sleeve. It's a prosthetic. The wibbly wobbly
I don't
bits.
know if that's. I mean.
The wibbly wobbly bits are magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with you. Ezra appears from upstairs, his eyes wide as he surveys the sight before him.
Finn? What are you doing here?
Iron fingers curl around Ezra's forearm, almost as though he's just checking he's real. His prosthetic thrums brightly, as if it's responding to the touch.
I sensed that you felt uneasy. I came immediately. Are you okay?
Ezra smiles, covering Finn's hand with his own to gently pat it, a reassuring gesture. The intricate patterns etched into the dark iron pulse like a heartbeat.
I was only very briefly startled by the appearance of our new friend here. Right.
Finn turns to me and dips his head in an apology.
I'm sorry about that less than savory introduction, Hunter. Things are a little on edge here lately.
I'd never have guessed.
Ezra shakes his head, clearly amused by my sarcasm.
I'm fine. You really don't need to jump every stranger that passes this way.
I mean, if you want to jump a different... Never mind. Hi, Adam.
That final reassurance seems to make the tension melt from Finn's broad shoulders.
Sorry. Sorry, Otto. You don't need to be alarmed. He's an ally. I swear it.
Is Finn the tallest of all the love interests?
Even if he doesn't give the best first impression.
I want to say Finn's the tallest of the love interests. There was never really a height chart released, but I think he's the tallest. Finn offers me a genuine, almost soft smile, but he looks guilty, as he should, I suppose. I catch Ezra eyeing me warily, clearly sensing my apprehension. It isn't like it's every night you find yourself in a magic shop staring at a witch and an apparently friendly vampire. Finn's whole demeanor changed the second he laid eyes on Ezra, and I feel any final traces of fear melting away as he steps forward and offers me his hand. The smile that crosses his lips is mischievous, and his cold fingers grip my own in a firm handshake when I reach for him.
It's truly a pleasure to meet you.
His pretty eyes brush over me like a caress, his pupils dilating, and I feel myself swaying, leaning towards him almost unconsciously.
Oh, would you stop?
There's a soft whisper of muffled thoughts echoing in my mind, and I can't tell if they belong to me or him. It's soothing, and whatever he's doing grants me the foresight to see that he most certainly is harmless, that he bears no ill will towards me. Something tells me he now sees I'm harmless too.
Finnegan, stop that. It's not polite.
Finn closes his eyes briefly, breaking whatever connection he created with me, and he offers me a killer smile, literally. Shit, those fangs are really no joke. He must be pushing at least 5 centuries. I've heard of vampires enthralling their victims before a kill, but that felt more like a request to be understood, like he wanted to show me he can be trusted.
I love that Ezra scolded him like a bad cat. Stop it. That's not what we do to people.
He exchanges an almost sheepish, knowing glance with Ezra, and I quickly feel my mind clearing itself. It's interesting to see such a powerful creature wither under a witch's gaze. Like, this witch is like 27, and he just fucking scolded
Sorry. I'm just checking. I'm sorry, babe.
This witch.
Oh no.
Ezra
You're
is that
gonna say
witch.
that about somebody in 10 minutes? He looks at me and our eyes lock. I nod once, appreciating that he cared enough to put me at ease. Then he's grinning again, wickedly. I hope he didn't hear anything untoward in there.
Huh. Anyway.
Ezra fustles with the kettle, pouring me a cup of fragrant tea and offering it to me on a pretty floral saucer.
Here, this will help you get a good night's sleep.
I take the cup with a nod, both of them staring intently as I take a small sip.
That's good. You don't have tea very often. It's a bit of a
Don't.
novelty.
Hey, I muted his mic. I
Thank
muted his
you,
mic before he
Ashley.
could finish.
It's good, refreshing, and exactly what I need.
So, Otto, are you looking forward to becoming part of this shit? Ow!
Ezra elbows him in the ribs, throwing him a stern warning, and Finn flinches a little too dramatically for a big, scary creature.
That was uncalled for. I mean, the audacity.
God damn it. We fell for
I
it.
couldn't mute him fast enough. Lovely down.
Do you have any idea what you've gotten yourself into?
I'm not choosing any of these. I've played this game enough times. Ashley, it's your turn.
I'm flirting. I like a little adventure. I'm used to a little adventure. I truly hope I can help.
Ezra looks defeated, but strangely optimistic. I hope my words sound honest because I really have little choice. I have to help. It's my job.
It's literally my job.
They will get, like... I think, will they be imprisoned or court-martialed? I can't remember. My duty. Yeah, no, they don't. Hunters don't have choices to do things.
Well, you certainly seem capable enough.
Finn grimaces, exchanging a strange look with Ezra, and I feel like they're not telling me something.
My clan and I are at your disposal, should you require any assistance.
Clan?
He nods, but I decide not to press him for details. Yet. I definitely like to know how many supposedly good vampires reside in Lunaris.
He has like a Halo clan.
I think we're only ever told three. We have three names for the clan. We have Finn, Raven, and one I can't remember off the top of my head. I offer them both a smile and finish up my tea. Ezra hurries to take the empty cup from me and sets it upon the table. He places his hand upon Finn's arm.
Finn, Otto needs to rest. Maybe you should head home?
Finn nods and Ezra follows him as he heads for the hatch.
Lives in the fucking sewers. Just
Well,
sewer
I will
man.
say this. It's not the sewers.
Okay.
Do not worry. He's not a stinky shit man. They embrace briefly, and Finn whispers something into Ezra's ear. The witch grinning brightly as he pulls away. Then Finn's warm golden gaze locks with my own, and he smiles.
I mean, he didn't have to leave. We can all cuddle on the couch.
Be sure to take care. If you ever need anything, just scream, and I'll come running.
Ah!
He winks, and my traitorous cheeks threaten to warm at the sight of it. He notices and laughs quietly, a deep, comforting rasp that I could most certainly find myself getting used to. It was nice.
It was nice to meet you,
sorry.
Finn. God, come on, stealing my lines. Motherfucker.
Finn gracefully lowers himself into the hatch, and Ezra stares into the darkness until the door slams shut.
I can't get over the fact this man lives and he has to exit through a trapdoor in the
Okay.
floor.
Imagine this. You're
He's your floor boyfriend.
You're a vampire. You cannot be out in the sun.
So he has to have his own little underground railroad just to get around town.
Yes, essentially. He turns and retrieves a tin of biscuits from a cupboard, offering them to me and waiting expectantly until I take a handful.
Is this a British game?
I believe Lunaris Games is based in England.
That explains the proper use of tea and biscuits.
Yes.
Please don't let our apprehension worry you. I'm sure you're more than capable of getting to the bottom of all this. Some are saying the town has been cursed, but I sense something else. Something bigger.
For a moment, I would like to mention that he has a portrait of himself in his living room.
I will tell you a fun secret.
Is that his mom?
No, that is him,
Okay.
but it was painted by Finnegan.
All right. Okay, that's different. That's cute.
That's also why he has there's like fucking art sketches everywhere, because Finn is just like, I've made you doodles. It's just sort of like...
You're pretty. Well, it's always a terrible night for a curse.
Even though we've only just met, I feel like I can trust him. Within moments of my arrival, I could tell that something about this town was off, and I intend to get to the bottom of this mess.
I mean, it wasn't the people running off of the streets as soon as night
And the
fell.
weird magical mist. I have to live up to my apparently impressive reputation, right?
We've lost people, good people, and the investigation seems to have just halted. We don't know what more we can do. Ugh. Look at me getting all emotional when you're probably dead on your feet and desperate to get some sleep.
He quickly gathers himself, forcing a laugh to break the somber mood.
I mean, you can keep talking. Your voice is very therapeutic. Thank you for letting me stay, Ezra. I'll be out of your hair first thing.
I stifle a yawn as Ezra turns to fuss with some blankets. I'm thoroughly looking forward to settling upon the sofa, however tiny it might be.
Really, it's no problem at all. Wouldn't dream of letting you wander the streets at this hour, especially after that journey. I'll see you in the morning. If you need anything, just shout.
Who do
If I yell, both of them will come save me.
He heads upstairs and I eagerly remove my boots. The relief is instant when I settle against the cushions, pulling the soft blanket up to my chin.
Then you stink up the whole house with your dirty ass feet.
He's magical. He probably has like fucking magic odor eaters. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I was gonna say.
Despite the abundance of questions that currently flood my mind, I swiftly fall into a blissful, dreamless sleep. Damn, give me some of that witch tea.
The sleepy time tea.
After I wake and Ezra eagerly makes me more tea, I join him in the shop as I prepare to leave. I wait patiently while he deals with what sounds like a particularly difficult customer, doing my best to eavesdrop as I survey the books that line the walls. Most of them are in languages I don't understand. There's a strange energy in the air, and my senses tell me that Ezra's visitor is also of magical origin.
You really can't just drop by like this and expect me to have what you need right away. These things take time.
That's always your excuse, Ezra. Do you not want me to work hard to save this town?
Who's that voice actor?
Jonah Scott!
What else did he voice? I recognize it from stuff.
Hold on, we're about to get this fucking...
Hold on, research.
Jonah Scott, American voice actor. Come to me, IMDb. He's in... He's in Amazon pissing me off. Hold on. He's the main character in Beastars, which I'm sure you haven't watched. He's in Frere.
Oh, he's in Date Everything.
He's in Date Everything.
He's Eddie in Volt. That's probably what I recognize him from.
Yeah. This character does actually sound a lot like Volt, but more angry and less flirty. What else has he been in that you would know? Don't think you watched that. Like, he's been in a lot of stuff, but it's stuff you haven't watched.
Yeah, I'm noticing this. Oh, time I got reincarnated as slime. He's Hero. He's one of the Oni.
Mm-hmm. He's been in Demon Slayer, but I don't think you've watched that far in Demon Slayer. I don't think...
Oh, he's in Given. Okay, he's Akihiko Kaji. Given to BL. Oh, Sasaki Amino. He's Yuro Ogasawara, one of the friends.
Yeah, he's Ogasawara, yeah.
We should probably get on with the show.
Yes.
For sure. Oh, there's Raiden Shoga. He's from 86. Okay, all right. So I recognize him from Think. Way of the House Husband. He's Tatsu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's been in many things.
All the things.
This is actually quite early for him. This is, I think, before he was super popular.
Okay.
Ezra sighs, apparently not willing to argue, or maybe he knows he'll lose. The tall figure he's...
What?
The tall figure he's bickering with turns to look at me, and I'm caught off guard by their piercing eyes, their stare cutting me to the core. They scowl, their lips pursed as they turn on a towering heel, like I have a target on my forehead. This character is in fact wearing heeled boots.
Get it, girl.
Ezra looks like he's about to try and say something to stop them, but they wave dismissively.
Such a catty bitch.
They are. They come to a stop before me and steal their gaze, staring me down and studying me from head to toe in a slow, pointed drag. I register the familiar violet sash that adorns their torso, the very same as mine. and I exchange a quick glance with Ezra. He looks apologetic as he hurriedly emerges from behind the counter to join us.
I guess it's another hunter, but this one's more catty.
No, witches cannot be hunters, and this person is a witch.
Oh, okay.
An enforcer, then. One who apparently doesn't feel like it's necessary to wear the standard uniform. Or maybe they simply think they're too important. No, they are just... They looked at the uniform and they were like...
Absolutely no, darling.
They're like, no, this doesn't suit my color palette.
Color palette?
Color palette.
They have a commanding presence about them, and I can't help but wonder what rank they hold. Higher
so
than
you're
you.
my new subordinate? Interesting.
Gus.
Gus. August? So this is the infamous Major General Wilhelm that I've been assigned to. They're a prolific figure countrywide, and they're known for being responsible for one of the best hunters that Escara has to offer.
So that's the Major General?
There's one higher than him.
Okay.
Because the guy who sent us ranks higher than he does.
Okay.
It will be a true honor to serve under them, despite their apparently icy disposition. Historically, enforcers aren't the friendliest bunch. They live to serve just as we do, but they hold a much higher authority and love to remind us about it. Listen, I love my catty bitch. The way Ezra said their name carried a warning, and August scowls at him briefly before turning their attention back to me. I notice how tired they look, their eyes heavy-lidded and their skin pale, and they even almost sway where they stand. Apparently, Ezra notices too, a flash of concern crossing his features as he quickly rushes to gather some ingredients from a locked cabinet. It looks like he's done this before. Seen them like this before.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Enforcer Wilhelm.
Yes, I know exactly who you are. Your arrival has caused quite a stir, and more than a little paperwork.
Which he has had to do.
I'm sorry.
They glance over at Ezra, watching as he breaks off a few sprigs from a neatly wrapped bundle of herbs and pops them into a glass vial. Their foot taps impatiently on the floor, an exasperated scoff falling from their lips as they turn to look at me once again, eyes rolling.
So tell me, Hunter Phil, are you ready to partake in one of the most baffling missions I've come across? Yes, General. Of course, General. I'm looking forward to working with you.
They quirk a perfectly sculpted brow, their lips pursed in contemplation.
I don't suffer fools, and I certainly don't tolerate tardiness.
So
If
you don't
you're
hang out with
capable,
your
we'll
own
get
kind?
along just fine.
Their unrelenting gaze burns into my own, and I swallow thickly, offering them as
Ew.
genuine a smile as I can muster under the scrutiny.
I think everything will work out. This won't be as effective, but it'll do the job for now.
As August eagerly reaches for the vial clutched in Ezra's palm, the witch pulls away and fixes them with a worried gaze.
Please stop doing this to yourself. They're pushing you too far and you know it. You're better than this.
Now, we both know that's not true.
Ezra surrenders the vial, the viscous violet fluid glowing dully as August takes it with a trembling hand. Ezra squeezes August's fingers before pulling away. He looks impossibly sad.
There's always a choice. Remember that.
August seems lost for words but manages to maintain their carefully crafted annoyance. They reach for the door with yet another roll of their eyes, pausing briefly to catch my gaze.
I'll see you tomorrow. Don't be late.
He needs a fucking nap.
August really does need a fucking nap. That's the magical equivalent of like 3 5-hour energies. And he's just been pounding them back like every day.
I'm guessing he hasn't slept in maybe 5 months.
August has not slept since this began. No.
He needs a nap.
They do need a nap.
All right, so we can date everybody before we lock in?
Yes.
I'm gonna make him take a nap on my lap.
Good luck. We stand outside the shop, the sky bright, but the town somehow still feeling inherently gloomy.
If you ever need anything, you know where to find me. Please don't hesitate to stop by.
Say hi to your poor boyfriend for me as well. He won't get rid of me if you say that. Oh, I wouldn't mind.
His smile softens, and I feel incredibly grateful that I stumbled across him. I mean, that's
I mean it though. Anytime. And be careful. Thank you, Ezra.
I bid him farewell, reluctantly leaving the warmth and safety of the shop behind to follow the rickety old street signs that point me towards the tavern, the place I'll be calling home for the foreseeable future. Yeah, you live in one of the rooms in the fucking tavern. You don't have a place to live. You don't have an apartment.
Well, yeah, I'm just like here for work, so I might just be at a tavern for like a couple months.
Yeah. The tavern is bustling and full to the brim with red-faced patrons, the tables littered with empty tankards. It's only 9:30 in the morning, but clearly this town likes to drown their sorrows, even if the sun has barely risen. I push my way to the bar, and a scowling barmaid rolls her eyes at me as I politely raise my hand to get her attention.
What?
I have a room.
I have a room here. Could I check in, please?
She promptly rolls her eyes again and ducks beneath the bar, reappearing within a few seconds, looking even more pissed off.
Room isn't ready until 2. You'll have to get a drink or make yourself scarce.
I muster a polite, albeit forced smile, turning to find a table, but I find myself face to face with a striking, scowling woman who appears to be blocking me entirely on purpose.
So this is the famous hunter that's taking my place, then?
Huh?
You don't look like anything special to me. Come to gloat, have you? Rub it in my face.
Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. I'm Otto.
Is it nice to meet?
She looks taken aback, clearly not expecting me to be polite, and she quickly straightens up, her features softening, kind of.
It's like, girl, you know we work for the same organization that doesn't allow...
Oh, she has a big chip on her shoulder right now.
Is it that piece of armor? Because she could take that off. That free-floating pauldron?
It's magic, don't worry
I know
about it.
exactly who you are.
I'm Piper. Piper Merriman.
I'm the former general. I was leading this investigation until you came along. I had no idea. I just go where I'm ordered. You of all people must know we don't have much of a choice.
Her gaze drops to her hands, and she picks at a non-existent piece of lint on her trousers.
Yes, well, I do know that, I suppose.
So I've really been called here to take Piper Merriman's place? She's a legend, having ranked up more kills than some of the most seasoned hunters, and all at the tender age of 24.
Damn, girl, shit.
I feel terrible. I wasn't told I'd be replacing anyone, and her being upset suddenly seems pretty justified. I'd be devastated if I was demoted too. We work so hard and put our lives on the line, all while the majority of enforcers sit safely behind their desks.
Sounds like I want to flip some tables and fuck this organization.
We gotta play the game first.
Okay.
Holding our fate in hands that aren't stained with blood while our fingers drip with it.
Nice.
Piper makes a vague gesture at the barmaid, and she swiftly handed a glass of warm
Speaking
amber
of
liquid
pandas.
that she delicately cradles in her palm. She steps closer with narrowed eyes, surveying me in a way that almost reminds me of August. Pretty sure I won't be getting Employee of the Month anytime soon.
We could always work together? I'm getting the feeling I'll need help. And I'm sorry, truly. I can't imagine how frustrating this must be for you.
She continues to look annoyed, but I can tell a more vulnerable emotion lingers beneath the seemingly rock-hard exterior. She swirls the rum around, watching the gentle slosh of it as it coats the sides of the glass.
Yes, well, that's what I get for being utterly shit at my job, isn't it?
She scoffs a laugh, but the smile that curls at her ruby lips doesn't reach her eyes.
Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you in the field. I'm not totally useless, apparently.
They just have me doing the awful jobs, the stuff that doesn't actually matter. What a waste of a perfectly amazing hunter.
Enforcers, just a bunch of pencil-pushing wankers.
I stay silent, sensing that she might need someone to vent to. I've been there. Our job can be hard, and not just on our bodies.
Anyway, I can see I'm boring you. I'll just be over there, continuing to drown my sorrows until Willenheim summons me.
That's such an arsehole.
I huff a laugh, covering my mouth with my hand in a poor attempt to stifle the noise, and she seems briefly amused by my reaction.
I'm trying so hard to not try to have a British accent.
I know
while
you're
keep
trying.
accidentally slipping into it anyway. And it just makes it sound like I fucking don't know what I'm doing, which I don't. Honestly, I don't. But
It's funny to listen to.
fuck off.
She offers me a thoughtful glance, then sighs loudly.
Don't take any shit from them, okay? Come and see me if they bother you. I'm not afraid to stick my boot up their backside. Again.
Anyway, I'll see you around.
She doesn't wait for me to respond, and with a flick of long chestnut hair, she's gone. I spot her disappearing into the heavy crowd that's mulling about in the center of the tavern, a crowd that's apparently pretty pissed off about something. I decide to investigate. Might as well get stuck right in. What could possibly go wrong? I push my way into the crowd, and what I find both baffles and amuses me. A lichen, a hybrid lichen, sat smack bang in the middle of the tavern, arms folded across his chest. He has a smirk plastered across his scarred lips, his wolf ears twitching dismissively as the townsfolk hoot and holler at him. The lichen doesn't seem to care and grabs his drink, taking a deep swig. My first impression is that he seems perfectly harmless, even if his cockiness is almost a palpable aura. As I take a step closer, however, I can see the scars he bears. A seasoned scrapper, then, not shy in the least, and eager to stir up the ire of the authorities or other creatures, apparently. He spots me then, his scarlet eyes flashing. And then he's kicking out the chair in front of him and gesturing for me to sit down. Either he's bold or he's got something to prove, and I find myself being watched by the eyes of every tavern goer. They're all waiting to see if I'm going to oblige the object of their disdain, and the tavern falls deathly silent. As I take a seat, the crowd slowly begins to disperse, though their eyes stay firmly fixed upon both myself and the lichen as they return to their respective seats.
They're lucky I kept my cool. Wouldn't you say, Hunter?
Nah, I'm teasing. Well, you seem harmless. You seem harmless enough. I think I could handle you. Megan line.
His brows draw together in a deep scowl, but he looks relatively relaxed, playful even.
You do you? Would you care to test that theory?
One of his wolf ears twitches, and I can't help but smile at the loose threat.
Maybe another time. How about you tell me your name and why you apparently have a death wish hanging around in a tavern full of humans who quite clearly aren't too fond of non-humans?
He bristles, his tail wrapping around the leg of his chair as he places his now empty tankard upon the table. The noise draws a gasp from nearly every single patron, and I glance over at Piper, who sits in the corner, either oblivious or uncaring. Piper knows him.
It's Alcar, and I don't have a death wish. Not today, anyway.
Only today?
He smiles, folding his arms back across his chest.
You don't need to concern yourself with me, Hunter. I stay far away from your kind. From everyone. Mostly. I do enjoy coming here to rile this lot up, though. Unless they come looking for me, of course.
He glances over his shoulder, catching Piper's gaze. She flips him off, and he turns back around to face me, his shoulders shaking with his laughter.
I'm sure you'll grow to despise me in time. Just like every other idiot in this hopeless town.
No, you're gonna get head scratches. Because you look fluffy.
I love Elcar so much.
He's gonna get head scratches. We're gonna go with set B, polycule. And he's gonna get head scratches.
He stands and all the patrons stiffen. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop, but Elcar merely rolls his pretty eyes and flashes me a sharp grin. He looms over me close enough that I can smell the earthy, distinctly petrichor scent of him.
If my advice is worth anything to you, then trust me when I say to trust no one.
He stares me down.
Even you?
Especially me. Goodbye, Hunter.
I watch him leave, feeling everyone's gaze still fixed upon me. I compose myself and offer them a smile as genuine as I could muster after such an odd encounter.
Otto is a fucking flirt, by the way. They flirt with everyone.
I will say about Elcar, and you will see this in his art later, he doesn't wear shoes. He got them dogs out all the time. Ha! I glance at the clock and it's only 10:30. I have some time to kill. The town is small, very small, and it takes me less than an hour to walk it from end to end. On my travels, I find myself drawn to the cemetery, and the scent of blood is thick here. That would be because this is the site of the last murder. I come across a patch of scorched grass, the earth around it trampled by the boots of enforcers and hunters alike. The remnants of a crumpled gravestone are littered around the perfect black outline of a body, and I take a deep breath, crouching down to skim my fingers along the edges. I close my eyes and try to picture it, what happened to them, but it's hard to truly see, knowing how stark the darkness is here. It's a blur, a mere memory, but I feel terror. They were so scared, utterly alone in their final moments. But something sticks out to me over all that fear. I'm sorry. I love you. The words hit me hard, my chest aching, and I feel an intense longing. I feel love, the powerful and unconditional kind that snatches the air from your lungs. I take a deep breath and force myself to stand, trying to shake the feeling.
I'll find out who killed you.
I'm startled by the sudden sound of heavy footsteps and my hand hovering over my weapon. I look around frantically, on guard and ready, and then a striking figure appears.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at him. A little goofball. So you're a fan of the other polycule set?
So like 3 of my playthroughs have just been replaying the Elcar and this guy's romance room. I love them so much. They're just little guys. He's clad in fine clothing, his long hair tied in a neat ponytail, the crown of his head adorned with delicate jewelry, and I should be unsettled. The pointed teeth and sharp claws indicating he's definitely not human, but he's smiling? And then the flicker of a spade-tipped tail tells me all I need to know. I'm staring at a glamour demon, though I'm finding it hard to be alarmed by his presence.
Yeah, that's how
Which
glamour
seem-
works.
To be a theme here in Lunaris.
Alright, here's the thing. We got an ad that's about to play in 2 minutes. You want to take a break now?
Yeah, let's take the
Alright.
break now.
We are going to take a quick break, and we are going to be right back. So you just stay right there. And, you know, we'll come back to this eventually. You know what I mean? Like within the next 5 or 6 or so, or 7 or so minutes. And anytime today would be good for me to hit a button. And I'm going to hit this one, and we'll be right back. And we're back. We're back. Hello. Thank you for staying with us. We appreciate you. We hope you're enjoying your time with this smooth music.
Look at my boy.
Before we left off, we were playing
When the Night Comes.
When the Night Comes, visual novel. Like what you see, you know, hit the subscribe button, please. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
My boy.
Now,
Depending on what you're watching us on.
like any proper hunter, we were hanging out in a graveyard before we left.
Follow
So,
us on Discord.
yeah. So, let's do the thing.
The flicker of a spade tip-tail tells me all I need to know. I'm staring at a glamour demon, though I'm finding it hard to be alarmed by his presence, which seems to be a theme here in Lunaris. His glamour is very good, I can tell you, as someone who's played this game many times. His eyes are a warm chestnut brown, and they sparkle in the dappled sunlight as he gazes at me in wonder.
Hello, Hunter. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
My boy.
You have? You've been expecting me?
I watch as his cheeks darken, his gaze dropping to the grass.
Is his tail pierced?
Yes, he has piercings in his tail.
Nice. Love it.
Well, people talk and I listen, and they've done a lot of talking about you. I hope I didn't scare you.
Well, he's certainly not like any other demon I've encountered. The not trying to kill me part helps.
Yeah. You didn't. It's okay.
You're sure? I've gotten used to startling people.
Aw, baby. I promise that I've seen scarier.
He laughs, his tail flicking.
Oh, I'm certain you have.
His aura is calm, if not a little skittish, and I decide he's probably more scared of me than I am of him. He's still hard to read, though, and that's frustrating, but not necessarily alarming.
What's your name?
The demon exhales sharply, apparently relieved that I'm making conversation rather than drawing my weapon.
It's Omen.
Aww, his name's Omen. That's so fitting. It could be worse. It could be Damien.
You've got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. What kind of Omen?
No, what kind? Okay. A demon called Omen. Well, that's reassuring. Clearly his sire had a good sense of humor.
I'm Otto. So, how's your first day in Lunaris been?
I huff a quiet laugh, yet again perplexed by the wonderfully weird inhabitants of this town. He's certainly the most polite demon I've ever met.
I guess it's been fine. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's a strange town, isn't it?
Omen laughs, a sound musical and almost infectious, causing my own smile to widen.
You're being polite. It's more than strange. It's a mess. A mess I and many others hope you can fix.
Imagine this entire time he's just looking at you with big old brown eyes like, you can fix this, right?
Woo?
I grimaced, my gaze drifting back down to the place where the last murder victim lay. I sigh and muster as much confidence as I possibly can. I can do this. I can solve these murders.
So, absolutely no pressure then.
Omen shrugs playfully.
No pressure at all. Welcome to Lunaris.
I make it to the enforcement headquarters with time to spare after August's thinly veiled threat about tardiness yesterday.
Before we go any further, I'm gonna save.
That's a great idea. I had a terrible night's sleep on scratchy sheets, and I couldn't possibly feel less ready to face my less than friendly superior. I raise my fist to knock on the door, but the muffled conversation that I hear coming from inside has me hesitating. It sounds heated, and I glance at the clock on the wall behind me to check the time. I have 1 minute before I'm sure General Willenheim will admonish me for being late. So, I take a deep breath and I knock. The voices stop suddenly. I hear the clack of heels, and then...
Yes? Oh, it's you.
They quickly glance at the clock.
Well, you're on time, at least. Congratulations. I know it's terribly cozy out there, but please come in.
I nod politely and quickly step into the enforcer's office. It's beautifully decorated with neatly arranged bookcases lining the walls that are laden with a collection of trinkets and tomes that possibly rivals Ezra's. There's a huge desk in the middle that overflows with reports and letters, and a half-empty inkpot with an elegant sapphire quill poised and ready. I love that he, matched his office's, color scheme to himself.
Yeah.
Then, as if I'm experiencing a rather vivid case of deja vu, Piper appears before me looking decidedly less impressed than she did in the tavern yesterday.
Hunter?
Well, it's been nice to see you again. Hello, Piper. It's nice to see you.
She stares at me, her eyes narrowed as her gaze flickers to August, who stands quietly just behind me. Their hands clasped behind their back, a dark eyebrow quirked almost expectantly. Piper frowns at them, her nose crinkling before she swiftly turns her attention back to me.
Yes, you too.
I offer her a smile, but the one she offers in return doesn't quite meet her eyes. I appreciate the effort nonetheless.
So, you two have met already, In the tavern again, were you, Piper?
August sighs heavily when we both fail to respond, and Piper manages to look anywhere but her superior.
Anyway.
They run their hand along the edge of their desk, inspecting their perfectly dust-free fingertip as Piper huffs in their general direction.
I know you have very important business to attend to, but I'm not finished with you yet, Willenheim.
Is that so?
I've given you your mission, you've complained about it loudly. So, pray tell, Major, what else could there possibly be?
Piper flinches, and I see her demeanor shift, her admirable determination withering and dying as that word rolls off August's tongue, a harsh reminder of her demotion, and one that clearly stings.
I just want to climb in that fireplace and leave this room.
I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to ask her about it, to finally know exactly what she did that warranted her being made such an example of.
Nice, August. Really nice.
You could quite literally cut the tension here with a dull-bladed dagger. It's not awkward at all.
I just want to internally combust right now. We have a meeting, General? Please? I'm about to jump out the window.
August sighs, glancing at Piper almost guiltily, but the sorry expression fades the second she meets their gaze.
Yes, we do. Is that everything for today, Merriman? Is it I wasn't
They take a deep breath, pinching the bridge of their nose between forefinger and thumb.
You're dismissed for today, Merriman.
They stare each other down, and I wonder how the hell they ever managed to become one of the most successful elimination teams in all of Escria. I've heard countless weird and wonderful stories of their partnership, of Piper's unparalleled strength and August's unmatched intelligence.
It sounds like August hasn't slept in 6 months, and he needs to go the fuck to bed. And he just needs a nap and a good meal for a week.
Probably. Yeah, they do. But here, now, all I see is a dispirited hunter and an impossibly tired enforcer.
Harry's on his way. I suggest you depart quickly.
Shit.
She blanches at that, and I can almost see her admitting defeat. Her shoulders relax, and the furrow in her brow fades.
Fine. I'll go and look for your possibly a small chimera, but probably a big fucking cat. One day you'll have to stop punishing me, you know.
Piper grabs a set of expensive-looking daggers from the chair in front of the desk, strapping them to her back with haste. She pauses in front of me, those dark eyes soften as she meets my gaze.
See you around, Hunter. Enjoy your important meeting, and remember what I said. Foot. Ass.
She chances another glance at August, and they suddenly become very interested in studying their perfectly manicured nails. Eyebrows, sculpted, nails, manicure, boots, heels.
Crisp.
With a wink, she then forcefully spins to face August, squaring up to them playfully. The enforcer towers above her, still uncaring, still unbothered.
Twat.
And with that, she turns on her heel and slams the door so hard it shakes in its frame.
Good to see they get along.
August walks around the back of their desk, practically falling into the well-used leather chair. I scan the piles upon piles of paperwork that litter the surface, taking in the countless reports and letters, scribbled diagrams, and gruesome drawings. I get the impression August is in over their head. The disorder of all this information makes my fingers twitch. They watch me carefully, stifling a yawn with a trembling hand.
I know. Trust me. I know. As much as I hate to admit it, we've got nothing. As of right now, I suspect everyone in this town, as should you.
Though I may not really know them just yet, I sense that this kind of vulnerability I'm seeing is rare. August doesn't strike me as the type to admit defeat so easily, and something more serious than the usual stress of the job seems to be lingering under the surface. It's called they haven't slept in 2 weeks. After what I witnessed back in Ezra's shop, I can't help but wonder what they were like before all this. The way the young witch looked at them and called them Gus.
Yeah.
I can't imagine many people call them Gus. It was pity. Ezra pitied August. August huffs a quiet laugh and relaxes back in their chair, and for the first time since we met, they seem to let their guard down.
I don't know why Harry decided you were the right person for this job above all others, but I trust him implicitly. So, whatever plan he has for you, we had better make it work.
They pause, staring me down with those ice blue eyes.
Now, are you ready to begin?
Oh, we've got our first flirt option. I feel emboldened as that piercing gaze bores into me and something twisting deep in my gut. I lean forward in my chair to make sure they see me. Really see me.
I can't wait to see where our partnership takes us, General Willenheim.
August presses their finger to their lips, appraising me.
Oh, really? I think we can achieve absolutely anything together if we truly want to. Fucking flirting with myself.
Though they're clearly trying to hide it, I see their lips twist into a sly grin.
And you state this after knowing me for a mere day and a half. How bold.
I know what I'm capable of, and you're quite prolific, you know?
Their long, dark lashes kiss the tops of their lightly flushed cheeks, a pretty shade of dusky rose painting their pale skin as they lean in. Closer, closer, close enough for me to swirl in the
Yo, we about to make out already? Let's go!
Possibly blue irises.
Someone is fucking tired.
August is magic, overflowing with it. It pours out of them in waves. I can feel it deep in my bones and settling upon my skin.
Call it a gut feeling.
A quiet, careful laugh, and suddenly they don't look quite so tired anymore.
I suppose you hunters hold quite the advantage over me with your gut feelings, don't you?
August tilts their head, their face doing something strange, an expression too quick to catch, appearing before they settle back into that implacable ease they've mastered so wonderfully. They curl the corner of a page that settles beneath their fingertips where their hands have drawn closer to me at the edge of the desk. They clear their throat, but their next words sound noticeably husky.
Oh shit, y'all. Regardless, I do hope you're right, Hunter Phil.
They pause.
Rather, I look forward to testing your theory.
I smile, genuine and warm.
Me too. And please, call me Otto. We're going to be partners after all, aren't we?
It's very well, but you will still call me General.
Yeah. Okay, Daddy.
I'm not telling you the knowledge I know. Actually, it does come up in one of the DLCs. I think it's Living Dead Girl.
Okay.
It's brought up. Not the wedding DLC.
I want all of them.
Like the Rob Zombie song.
I mean, it's definitely named after the Rob Zombie song. Well, to be fair, they named the tavern the White Wolf without even knowing what a Geralt of Rivia was.
Or a Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah. That was made by White Wolf Publishing.
I'm not sure about the White Wolf. I'm not sure about Vampire the Masquerade.
I mean, because your boy over there, he screams for Mir.
Which one? The actual vampire or this one?
The actual vampire.
The actual vampire.
No, this guy leans a little more Ventrue.
I laugh, but I nod my agreement.
Of course, General.
I hear footsteps in the hallway, and August quickly rises to their feet. They straighten their clothing and tie their sash a little tighter. I follow their lead and move to stand by their side, my heart hammering triple time in my chest as those footsteps draw nearer. There's a distinct clang of metal, of armor and heavy boots, then the door swings open and an imposing figure enters the room.
Oh, hi.
His gaze flickers between myself and August, his expression stern and almost emotionless. I've heard many tales about Harold Addington III, and as he stands before me, I feel a certain sense of pride that he would choose to summon me to deal with such a vital case. He's adorned in the standard enforcer colors of black and gold, but his outfit is far more regal than any of the higher-ranking officials I've seen. A wide smile breaks out across his scarred lips, and he pulls August into a tight embrace, a deep, comforting chuckle rumbling in his chest.
Old friend, how the devil are you? It's been a while. Too long, I say.
He pulls away, still firmly holding onto August's shoulders.
You look exhausted. Have you not been sleeping?
August offers him a wry smile as Harry drops his hands.
I'm trying to sleep. Does that count?
Harry throws him a look, something stern but edged with a certain fondness, one that a father might give to their child.
Look after yourself, Augustus.
August nods once, still smiling as Henry turns to stand before me.
Hunter, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I can finally put a face to all those impressive reports I've read.
He offers me his hand and I eagerly take it.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Lieutenant General Addington, sir.
He smiles warmly, keeping his grip on my hand, the other holding my forearm.
Harry is fine. None of that formal nonsense. If we're going to be working together for the foreseeable future, we might as well get familiar, wouldn't you agree?
No, Ashley, he is not smoochable.
No, I'm not in that. He's too high up in the chain. He's too high up.
Yeah.
Of course, sir. Harry. Hello.
He laughs and I feel incredibly relaxed in his presence.
Now, let's get to business, shall we?
August hands him a standard issue file sealed with wax bearing the Scarlet Enforcer emblem. They watch me carefully as Harry breaks the seal, a heavy sigh falling from his lips as he quickly scans the report. He closes his eyes, handing the papers back to August before he turns his back to us both. A silent moment passes and Harry rounds his shoulders, clicking his neck before he faces us.
Oh boy.
You know, I've worked for the Enforcers for nearly 30 years, and I've never felt quite so useless. We've lost some of our best, our brightest, kindest.
Harry pauses, the waver in his voice evident as he composes himself.
I am truly at a loss, and I'm finding it hard to remove my emotions from the equation when it's my own people being needlessly slaughtered.
August averts their gaze, stealing a quick glance at me, seemingly sussing my reaction, but also giving Harry a moment of privacy.
Nothing can bring them back, but we can bring those responsible to justice.
Suddenly it hits me.
The victims were hunters, weren't they?
Yes, they were hunters, just like you.
Harry huffs a quiet laugh, clearing his throat.
I know we're putting a great deal of responsibility on your shoulders, but I have never-ending faith that you're the one who can help end this madness. Do you have any questions?
Ask about the victims. How many victims do we have so far?
August looks at Harry for guidance, and Harry nods his permission.
4, but we anticipate more. The victim has shown up every 7 days for the past month.
So 4 fellow hunters have died in the past month, which is why August hasn't been fucking sleeping.
Yeah. That's bad.
That's bad.
Yes, with the most recent being 6 days ago, which is when I called for you. Enough is enough.
One more day.
We're due a body, if our calculations are correct.
Harry clears his throat, twists the gold band on his finger.
I'd like you to concentrate on the latest victim for now. Male, 46 years of age, a general. He was one of our best. We owe him this.
I take a deep breath before I ask my next question, feeling immensely guilty before it even falls from my lip.
Was that Harry's husband? Oh no, it was Harry's husband.
I love how you got immediately that it was his husband.
He set the gold ring on his finger. He's fallen. Oh, were all of them were all of them burned? I saw the ash and charred ground. Oh, sorry. Each body has been burned very badly. Yes, to the point where we cannot determine what wounds they sustained beforehand. Not even with magic?
He shakes his head, exchanging a look with August, one I can't quite place.
Not even with magic. Other than the timing of the murders, are there any other patterns I should be aware of?
Harry's mouth twists into a grimace and he shakes his head.
I hope you don't think ill of me, but I'd rather not tell you at this point.
He and August share a look, and August seems perplexed by this statement.
Harry.
Harry places his hand upon August's shoulder, a reassuring touch, a smile. Then he's looking back at me.
Please, just trust me, both of you. I want you to go out there and see things with your own eyes. Utilize your abilities, then we can discuss what we've already discovered. This is a complete case with many I know this word.
You do.
Intricacy.
Intricacies.
Multiple of intricacies. My brain was like, intricacies? Like, I don't know what the hell I was doing.
It's okay.
Intricacies. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled out. A little crazy. But I think it's important that you don't let our opinions cloud your judgment.
Sorry, that's just one of Ashley's eccentricities.
As terrifying and as baffling as this may seem, I see where Harry is coming from. I don't want to be influenced by an investigation that's so obviously failing. All they got are corpses and nothing else.
So, where would you like me to start?
I almost expect them to tell me to figure it out myself, but Harry surprises me.
Well, the most obvious place would be the Ibex.
Oh, the Ibex.
The what?
A curious pair are the Woodridge twins. They've taken up residence in the old church in the middle of town. I'm sure you've seen it.
I saw it, alright. Big, imposing, and very obviously dilapidated. Also, it's right next to the fucking tavern and cemetery.
Yes, I did notice it. It's quite hard to miss, but I assumed it was empty with it being in such a state of disrepair. We can only dream that it becomes vacant, unfortunately.
August clenches their fist, the faintest flicker of magic shimmering in their palm.
They're a plague upon this town, spouting their drivel and preaching to the dumb and ignorant. They're idiots.
Augustus.
August takes a deep breath, their magic dissipating.
Right. Sorry. Well, I'm not fond of them, if you couldn't already tell.
Harry and I share a glance. He smiles warmly, winking at me.
Oh, I think we got the picture. Now, as I said, I suggest you start with them. Just see what you make of them. You might need to play along with the woman. She tends to favor playing games. Anything to baffle you.
Have they already been questioned? Are they dangerous? Are they human?
Harry shrugs, and August's annoyance at him being so unbothered is obvious.
Yes, they're human, and yes, they've been questioned. Hunter Merriman saw to that, but she and the woman have a rather tumultuous relationship.
Their alibi is solid. They have a guard, a human, who is connected to Clan Casimir. She has no reason to support the Ibex other than just doing her job, and I'd still be interested to hear what you think of her, though.
So, in theory, they're harmless, but they do have the people's ear for some bizarre reason.
It's called
Growth
fear.
of fear, and the town is infected with that right now. Be cautious of them. They certainly won't take kindly to you.
Are you kidding? I have a dazzling personality. Everybody loves Otto.
Just so we can click this together, Clan Casimir is obviously Finnegan's clan.
Okay.
Oh, I think the General can handle them just fine. Have some faith, August.
August waves her hand dismissively, wandering over to a filing cabinet that's nestled in the far corner while smuttering something under their breath. A warm hand touches my arm.
We trust you, Otto.
Now, once you've spoken to them, I suggest just going where your gut tells you. There are plenty of other Lunarians for you to get to know, so just take today to really find your feet.
I mean, we've met the important ones, aka the people we can smooch.
Right?
I must meet with August and some of the other generals now, but please report back to us in the morning. Unless you find any damning evidence, of course, in which case, report back immediately.
I nod, glancing over at my superior, who has taken it upon themselves to dive headfirst into yet another pile of paperwork.
Trust no one, right?
Not a bloody soul. Suspect everyone. Question everything.
I close the door behind me, leaving August and Harry with their discussion. I feel a bit overwhelmed, but ready. Ready to finally start my investigation and to hopefully end all of this chaos. I take a deep breath and straighten my clothes, feeling ruffled from both that initial heated encounter and the brief but semi-informative conversation with the Lieutenant General. As I turn to leave, I spot Piper leaning against the wall. She looks stoic, her gaze fixed on the floor, but she perks up when she spots me approaching. I like how she just, said fuck the Chimera job and just waited for me to get out of the office.
Oh, wait, Otto. I can call you that. Can I?
She makes a quiet, frustrated noise and closes her eyes. She shakes her head, exhaling sharply before she meets my gaze.
Listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that exchange. I couldn't bring myself to leave without apologizing for my behavior, both today and the tavern the other day.
It's been a rough few weeks, and I often let my passion overrule any rational thoughts that I promise I am capable of having. It's unbecoming of me.
I mean, you did just get demoted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she got demoted during this case. I'm taken aback by the vulnerability of her words. This isn't the Piper I thought I'd have to become accustomed to.
Piper,
She raises her hand to halt my words, calloused fingers curling into a fist.
Please, just let me apologize, all right? Then we can pretend I never acted like a complete asshole, and you can go and do your job.
Hello, you. So...
She sticks out her hand, her daggers clanging noisily where they rest in the holster at her back.
The name's Piper Merriman.
She rolls her eyes, taking a deep breath before her next sentence.
Major Piper Merriman.
She throws me a wicked grin and I can't help but laugh. Flirt time.
All right, I'm just going to flirt with everybody.
Just flirt with everybody. The pleasure is mine. I eagerly take her hand in my own and shake it firmly, my touch lingering a little longer than necessary as I cling to her more.
We're going to flirt with all the people and all the things. It's a pleasure, Hunter Merriman. I gather I'll be seeing you around, or I hope I will. Megan line.
Sorry, I was watching Adam fail miserably at Baldur's Gate 3. A smirk hooks the corner of her mouth, and our fingers brushing as they slowly part, and there's something curious shining in her striking gaze.
Well, the town is terribly small. It would be quite hard to avoid me.
He's punching gay man?
I shrug, nonchalant.
I can think of far worse things than bumping into you.
She narrows her eyes, shoving me playfully. The most subtle flash of color creeps across her freckled cheeks.
Oh, I don't know. I can be pretty scary if you ask nicely.
Nicely, you say? Anna was such a slut!
She purses her lips, her sapphire gaze sweeping over me like a caress.
Well, well. I think we're going to get along swimmingly.
She's quite an enigma, and I can feel my skin prickling under her heavy gaze, certainly not an unwelcome feeling.
She snorted. That's cute.
She snorts a laugh, the sound wholly inelegant but charming nonetheless.
What's so funny?
She narrows her gaze, shifting from one foot to the other as if she has excess energy to dispel.
Oh, nothing much. I just didn't expect you to be so interesting, I suppose.
We already said hi to Emerado.
Keep up.
I feign offense, and her answering laugh is magical.
I'll just have to prove myself then, won't I? That you will.
Piper glances at the clock before turning back to me with a roll of her eyes.
Ugh, I'd better get going. I have an inevitably worthless mission to get on with. People in this town are adept at mistaking common house cats for ghastly creatures. Must be something in the water.
I should go too.
Yes, of course. Oh no, that's your line.
Yes, of course. Now off you go. Save Lunaris and all that. I'll see you around, Dotto. This game is basically Ashley flirting with herself, and Megan does narration.
She turns on her heel and heads for the exit, pulling her chestnut hair up into a messy bun as she goes. I gather my wits, checking my supplies and weapons, adjusting my armor. It's time to begin. It's a strangely beautiful day in Lunaris, regardless of the biting cold. The sky is clear, and the cobbled streets are abuzz with the smiling faces of townsfolk strolling to the local market with empty baskets and full pockets. There's certainly a different vibe to the last time I walked the street. No panic, no haste. As I draw nearer to the center of town, I see that imposing white building. Scarlet flags sway in the wind on the roof, but as I look closer, I can see they're tattered and dirtied. The twins may very well be human, but the way my stomach drops and twists as I approach the weathered wooden door tells me I might be shocked by what I'll find inside. I push open the heavy doors, and the sight that I'm met with snatches the breath from my lungs. This place is huge. Its domed ceiling was seemingly once decorated with an intricate painting, but the layers have cracked and peeled over time, and nothing more than the remnants of what looks like a starry night sky cling to it.
I have to say, there's nothing creepier in a town than if the center of the town is a church that's not well kept. And it's a big focal point. Because there's a couple really depressed areas in this section of the planet where we live at, where you go to the town and like major cathedral, half of it's burnt down. And you're like, if this is how you treat your religious center, which is supposed to be one of the most important buildings in your town, that is a very definite sign that shit has hit the bottom. Also usually accompanied with very many storefronts boarded up in the main thoroughfare of the town, which is also very not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yay, poverty.
Or just death.
Mm-hmm.
The furniture is caked with a thick layer of dust, and the pews are in disarray and covered with strange etchings that look like they've been carved into the cheap wood with a blunt nail. There's a lot to take in, but I'm not here to scour this ruin for evidence.
Maybe you should be.
I'm here to talk to its inhabitants. The dread that's now firmly seated in the pit of my stomach churns violently, but it's something old, something that lingers. I anticipate that I might find a lot more than I'm bargaining for if I truly desire, but I need to focus. I need to find the Woodridge twins. As if by magic, two pairs of startlingly bright blue eyes emerge from the shadows near the destroyed pulpit. They are
Village of the Damned.
white.
Oh my. Hello, Hunter. We were expecting you.
To say that they're unusual would be an understatement, and they're not at all what I expected.
So they're supposed to be human.
They are human.
And they have these clean clothes in an abandoned church.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, they're human. Start slow.
I offer her a small friendly smile, however forced it may be.
Word travel fast, Lunaris. I'm Hunter Phil.
She narrows her eyes at me, suspicious for the briefest of moments before she's smiling unnervingly again.
That guy looks nervous looking at her.
You are correct. Despite her best effort at apparently trying to be cute, it's still terrifying.
I'm Aurora, and this is my dear brother, Amaros. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Hunter Phil.
I nod politely, not quite sure which of them I should be focusing my attention on. Amaros doesn't appear to enjoy talking, or maybe he's simply not permitted to. His overbearing sister is clearly the leader of the two.
I'm gonna dress Aurora.
I study her steeled gaze, and she seems completely at ease.
Aurora, can you tell me what you do here?
Amaros looks relieved that I didn't focus my attention on him, his once stiff shoulders sagging. Aurora clears her throat, a delicate hand covering her mouth as she does so.
Well, what exactly would you like to know?
Start with the Ibeck.
Yeah.
I clear my throat, trying to not be distracted by their unnatural stillness.
Can you explain to me what you do and why?
They share a look, and Amaros nods once under his sister's ice-cold gaze.
Our purpose is simple. We spread the word of the night, of those that are oppressed and murdered in cold blood. And who exactly are the oppressed?
She giggles, the sound musical but edging on maniacal.
The creatures, of course.
I look at Amaros, and he drops his gaze, color sweeping across his pale cheeks.
Is my answer not satisfying, Hunter Phil? Surely you know that the institution that you serve brings harm to innocents. That the creatures that you kill are nothing more than confused and lost, merely looking for salvation?
I pause, carefully contemplating my response. My adult life has consisted of seeing bloodthirsty creatures trying to mindlessly murder innocent people, and in turn trying to kill me as I protect them. I see no desire for salvation in that.
I appreciate that there are creatures who don't intend to harm anyone, even some that are kinder than most humans. But...
I smile again and take a deep breath.
but I cannot bring myself to understand how you can so blindly support the slaughter of your own people.
Armoros frowns deeply, and I swear I see him shaking my head at me, but it's just subtle enough for his sister not to notice.
Because humans are inferior and pathetic. We infest and corrupt the earth by dedicating our time and resources to ridding it of the only things that give our wretched species any hope.
She inhales sharply, calming herself and brushing her hands over the front of her skirt.
So, Hunter Phil, to answer your question, we are here to protect the creatures, just as you are here to destroy them. I'm sure you're very aware of the recent murders in the area. Can you tell me anything that might be of use to my investigation?
Aurora steals her gaze, unblinking, her fingers clasped tightly in front of her.
We saw nothing, and we have an alibi.
I look at Armoros, startled that he actually spoke. His voice is strangely soft and comforting. Regardless, his words sound practiced and rehearsed. He looks nervous, like he'd rather be anywhere else but here, and his eyes keep darting to the door behind me.
Nothing at all? You're stationed right beside the graveyard where the last hunter's body was discovered. You're telling me you didn't hear a thing? He was brutally murdered, set alight, and burned to ash, and yet he didn't scream or call for help?
Aurora's lip curls at the corner, her eyes turning dark.
My brother speaks the truth, Hunter. Question us all you like, but we've been through this with your insufferable predecessor.
Just like Harry said, they apparently have an ironclad alibi, but my suspicion does not waver. I nod once, noting Armoros's gaze burning into me, and though I cannot gauge how he's feeling, my gut tells me he has something to say. Something he wouldn't dare to with his sister by his side. Like he's scared. I'm starting to feel like Harry sent me here just to unnerve me. Surely he knew this is what I would be faced with. I still have little to nothing to work with here, and as the twins continue to stare me down, I think about his parting words. Suspect everyone, question everything.
You truly have nothing else to say regarding the situation?
Aurora stands firm, her lips curling into that wolfish grin once more.
Not a thing. It would be ever so wonderful to make your acquaintance, though. Truly. Do stop by again. Our doors are open to everyone. We're more than happy to accommodate you, should your agency need to question us for a third time.
Armoros gives me a look again, and I wonder if it would be possible to somehow get him alone. I have a feeling I'd get a lot more out of him than I have from her.
Thank you, Aurora. Armoros?
On my way out, I see a small, neatly wrapped package sitting on the doorstep. I bend down to check the label. And written on it in elegant script are the words, Zis Hoa, and Armoros's name paired with a small heart. I may not know what it means, but I know a demonic language when I see one. Just as I suspected, there might be more to Armoros Woodridge than meets the eye.
Da-da-da-da-da. Sorry.
God, now Adam's getting done with your shit. I walk through the center of town for a while, getting to know the buildings and watching the people that pass me by. Lunaris turns into a quiet, nervous town when the sun begins to set, and I wonder if it's only recently lost its warmth. I consider heading for the graveyard, something tugging at me and telling me that there's more to find, but... Alcar suddenly appears from between the crooked houses, sending two children that were playing in the street scattering.
What the hell have you been doing in that damned church? Are you feeding into their bullshit already?
Oh, we're gonna flirt with this wolf, Megan.
He pauses, huffing a sharp breath through his nose.
I thought you'd be different. Just like everyone said you would be. How stupid of me to want to believe them.
Heal.
This certainly isn't the first time I've been caught off guard by an angry lichen, but it's safe to say I don't need to fear for my life here. Maybe? He does look pretty pissed.
It's not what you think, Alcar. I was just questioning them.
He scoffs, rolling his eyes. His hands are shaking, but he balls them into fists when he catches me looking.
Is that so? And why should I believe you? I don't even know you. No, you don't, which is why you should consider giving me the benefit of the doubt. I'm just trying to do my job. Do you suggest I ignore the very obvious cult in the middle of town?
His wolf ears flicker back and forth,
It's like, oh, fuck, she got a point. Goddamn.
and he unclenches his fists.
You were just questioning them?
I nod.
Yes. I was hardly agreeing with them in their hatred for, well, me.
He rolls his eyes at me, standing his ground. Something has me curious, and I can't resist asking.
They want to protect you from the likes of me, so why do you despise them so much?
Because they couldn't care less about those of us that don't enjoy killing humans mindlessly. Because we're not real creatures if we stay out of trouble and befriend humans or each other.
So if you dare to act even remotely human, you're the enemy too?
He smirks, brows raised.
Aha.
Now
Now
you're
you're
getting it.
getting it.
Sorry. Sorry, Alcar. Sorry, I stole your line. Sorry.
Now you're stealing his lines?
I know. Fuck off. You're the one stealing mine. Bitch, I'm just trying to get him back.
Alcar is apparently defensive to a fault, but I sense that under his surface, he's probably just scared. Maybe even a little lonely.
Come here, Alcar. I'll give you some head scritches. I'm gonna eat your scritch.
It must be hard to be feared like that when you've done nothing wrong. At least, I don't think he has. He is kind of a bastard.
And we love him for that. Are you close with anyone in town?
He bristles, his tail swaying behind him.
That's an odd question. And close is reaching. Do you at least know anyone in town? You and Piper seem aware of each other.
He scoffs, his lip curling in disgust.
Merriman and I are not close. Unless you consider her kicking my ass her way of showing affection.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Hey, yeah.
I tilt my head, contemplating that she actually might.
Depends on what you're into, I suppose. Trust me when I say Merriman and I are not friends. Enemies to lovers? Then you truly have no one.
He softens slightly, his gaze dropping to the ground.
Oh, baby boy, why we gotta call him out like that? It's like, shut up, I have friends. You just don't know any of them. Joan. I have friends, I suppose. Finn and Ezra, maybe even a demon.
It's easier for me to keep my distance. Anyone who gets close to me always gets hurt.
Is that so?
I think about the way he acts, his cockiness and his smirking and flashing fangs. Is it all of that just a show to keep others away, to keep them wary? I suppose it works as much as it also earns him their bad opinion.
Why do you ask, anyway? You seem lonely, that's all.
He straightens up, wolf ears pressed flat against his skull.
Shut up! No, I'm not! Shut up!
Well, maybe I like being lonely. Have you considered that? I am a wolf, after all.
And wolves are social creatures?
Aren't we supposed to be solitary creatures?
No. No, you're pack animals. You're the exact. You're depressed if you're alone. Well, that depends. Surely you have a pack?
He stiffens at that, and his next words are firm and final.
We are making all the bad dialogue choices, and there's no other option. So how's it like being fucking alone and nobody loves you? I'm like, fuck you. No, and don't ask me again.
I want to. If I am remembering correctly, his mom is a werewolf and his dad is human. Sadness swiftly replaces any trace of anger I feel from him.
Please let there be a flirt option. I need to make this boy feel better about himself. I'm sorry, I won't mention it again. Thank you, Hunter.
A moment passes and Alcar restlessly shifts from one foot to the other. He doesn't seem incredibly satisfied with my answer about questioning the twins, but I can't really do much more to convince him, nor do I care to right now.
So, where were you heading now? Do you live nearby?
He narrows his eyes at me, clearly contemplating if he wants to divulge such information.
I know it just popped out of an alleyway and started harassing you out of nowhere, but don't you dare ask me questions.
Yeah, like he popped out of the alleyway. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I saw you talking.
I was like, what's going on? Huh?
I saw you talking to those fuck ass twins.
He's barking at us. Why? Here we go. Here we go. I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to get to know you. Can I just try to get to know you a little better? Why would you want to do that?
I offer him a smile as I shake my head, incredulous that he so obviously suspects the worst from everyone.
Because I think there's more to you than meets the eye. Am I not allowed to be curious?
He narrows those vivid scarlet eyes, meeting my gaze and holding it.
I suppose you are.
He continues to stare me down, taking a tentative step closer.
Special person, special lady.
So, if I did let you get to know me a little better.
Don't you purr like
What
that in my
then?
ear. Hello, and welcome to Ashley Flirting with Everyone, the game.
I contemplate his question carefully, taking him in and surveying him from head to toe.
Well, for starters, I'd buy you some shoes.
He smirks, his scarred lip curling up at the corner. He looks handsome when he smiles, a little softer.
How thoughtful of you, but you wouldn't be the first to try.
He
No?
just likes his dogs out. I said what I said.
Well, we know who let the dogs out.
He shakes his head, wiggling his bare toes against the cobblestones.
I thought he was a wolf.
A wolf is a canine and a canine is a dog.
Why would he have bare toes if he's a wolf?
That was the perfect response to this bullshit. Just play it. Hello, welcome to Otome O'Clock. I'd run faster without them.
Nothing but clay.
And who exactly are you running from?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Bullshit. We share a quiet laugh, something passing between us. It's warm and I feel like I'm finally getting to experience the real Alcar for the first time. Or at least I hope.
Funny.
I'm a funny guy.
He's got the lines.
He glances up at the sky, muttering something under his breath before he sets his gaze upon me once again.
Are you thanking God or something?
No, he's like, my house is like fucking forever away.
It's
I was
getting
like-
dark, and there's a cold drink with my name on it at the Wolf. As much as I'd love to stay standing in the middle of the street talking to Lunaris' new favorite person, I'd better dash.
Oh, man. Haha, nice.
He turns as if he's about to leave, but he pauses, pointing at the Ibex. The building looms over the town, and it appears even more unsettling now I know who resides there.
Stay away from them. You might think you're safe because they're human, but words can do just as much harm as knives or claws in this town.
I get the horrible feeling that he's right, that I maybe should have pushed harder with them. I should be asking him about the murders too, but Harry told me to trust my instincts, and right now something is pulling me towards that graveyard, not towards this scrappy, sarcastic werewolf.
I'll be careful. See to it that you are, Hunter. This town might fucking implode if I have to deal with much more.
He makes a dismissive noise, scowling at me, but he's unable to mask his obvious worry for my well-being.
Oh, cute puppy. Not that I care.
He's like, I don't care about anything. I don't
Anyway.
have emotions. Fuck you, bye.
Anyway, I'll see you around. Girls.
He offers me a half-assed wave, paired with a decidedly mischievous grin, and then Alcar slinks back into the alley from whence he came.
He's so awkward, and I love him for that.
The graveyard looks different at night, beautiful even. Fog twists and curls around my ankles as I walk. Glimmering specks of vivid blue light sparkling in its haze.
All right, so not all nighttime is bad time? It's just when it gets really dark night?
No, we're just being real stupid right now.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, the darkness is a little more forgiving this evening, and something seems to be guiding me along and leading me right to the place where the murder happened. I'm hoping that I might be able to get a clearer idea of what transpired here that night, now that I know who he was or what he was. I follow the path and see a dark figure crouching before a neat line of gravestones. There's no danger here, not that I can feel, but I approach with caution anyway. As they draw near, I recognize him. It's Finn. I'm no fool, and I know he senses me here, but he doesn't flinch, keeping his gaze fixed on the dark forest that surrounds us.
Oh, I want to be flirtatious.
There's no heart, it's not flirty.
Okay. I'm still gonna do this anyway.
I clear my throat, quirking my brow as he stands and turns to face me, effortlessly graceful.
Hey. There are no walls for you to pin me against out here. How will you cope?
His golden eyes shine in the darkness, and he offers me a sheepish glance.
When good people are getting brutally murdered, my instincts tend to get the better of me. But I apologize again. I'll do anything you require for you to feel comfortable around me.
Bro, I was flirting with you. Calm down. No mind reading?
He shakes his head quickly.
No mind reading, unless you ask, of course. Or unless you have any particularly loud thoughts. Then I'm afraid there's not much I can do to help it.
A smirk hooks the corner of his mouth, and he offers me his iron hand, switching to his flesh one when I throw him a curious look.
Ah, both are just as cold as the other, unfortunately.
Truce?
I shrug heartily and shiver as his cold skin meets my warm, his handshake firm.
Truce. I really need to have a look around. I sensed something here when the body was found last night after I arrived.
He pauses, looking as though he's trying to decide if he should say what he's thinking.
There's definitely a strange energy here. Stranger than usual, anyway. But I can help you, if you wish. I mean, if you wanted an immortal opinion.
How exactly can you help me?
Ashley, are we about to go into an ad?
We got 3 minutes.
Do you want to just do it now?
We can just do it now. Hey, guess what, guys? We're about to go on another break. Woo! We're gonna go get some more water and drink, and you're gonna look at a dumb ad, and...
Yeah, you're gonna watch advertisements.
So we'll be right back. Stay here. sneeze so bad right now.
Then sneeze.
And I don't. Okay. You're dying. You're belching all over the place. Hello. Welcome back to our lovely episode of Otome Clock. We're playing a game.
Yes.
It's called When the Night Comes.
Yes, by Lunaris Games.
Yay.
Yay.
We are now attempting to flirt with a vampire.
Yes. He huffs a quiet laugh and folds his arms across his chest.
Would an excellent sense of smell and the ability to see things your human eyes cannot be of use?
I feign disinterest, a playful roll of my eyes as he waits for my response.
I suppose I shouldn't dismiss any help, but how do I know that you're not the thing committing these horrible crimes? I've been told to trust no one on more than one occasion. So tell me, Finn, why should I trust you?
He offers me a wry smile, but sadness lingers in his gaze.
Freedom.
Freedom?
He nods again, taking another deep, unnecessary breath.
I've been trying to become a better man since the day I died. My sire was a cruel man, a tyrant. Being around that for centuries does something to you.
Where's your sire now?
He swallows thickly, rubbing the back of his neck. It's almost a nervous gesture, and the first time I've seen him do anything that looked remotely human or graceless.
Dead. Killed by your Lieutenant General. I owe Harry my life. He freed me from Levi's shackles.
If I'm remembering correctly, his full name was Leviathan Casimir.
Of course. Of course it was.
He pauses, head tilted towards the night sky, and he closes his eyes.
It's Levi Cashmere.
A smile crosses his lips, something wicked.
I've done terrible things in my time, and I intend to pay penance for those for the rest of my days. Which, if you hadn't heard, is forever.
There are so many things I long to ask him. He's seen so much, done so much. And I assume lost so much.
So, to answer your question, I value doing the right thing above all else. Even if sometimes I tend to stumble a little. Metaphorically, of course.
I offer him a wry smile, watching him watch me. And now you can flirt with him.
Go.
I'd be lying if I said that I'm not curious to get to know him a little better.
Immediately flirting with everybody in fucking town. Spending some time with you wouldn't be so terrible, I suppose.
He looks taken aback by my statement, but he recovers in record time, a smirk that I've come to learn is quintessentially Finn crossing his lips. A smirk that has my cheeks heating.
You suppose,
I step closer, his gaze burning into mine, and I feel a shiver roll down my spine, the hairs on the back of my neck standing to attention. He notices.
Are you cold?
He's teasing me, so I decide to play along.
Freezing.
He makes a quiet little noise, one I think I could become quite fond of hearing.
Unfortunately, I can't warm you up. I am quite dead, you know.
What if we put you in the microwave for like a minute?
No, put him in a thing of boiling water.
We'll put him in a big microwave, so he'll just like sit there in the middle on the little plate and get rotated around.
Get rotated. I raise my brow at him, unable to stop the smile that spreads across my lips.
Really? I didn't notice. Fangs and deathly pale skin are ever so subtle.
He pokes the point of one of his fangs with the tip of his tongue before he speaks. I find myself watching the movement quite intently.
I don't think I've ever been called subtle before.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
He is not particularly a subtle man. I mean, those hits are all the way out. He narrows his gaze, apparently contemplating his next sentence quite carefully.
You're different, aren't you? I like different.
I like that you like different. Now show me them tits!
I clear my throat, snapping myself out of this little daze I appear to have lulled myself into.
We should...
He smiles wider this time. He's handsome, bathed in the moonlight, even more so than in the artificial light of the shop. It's distracting.
There's a dead body I need to be searching for right now, and I'm trying to jump this dead guy's bones.
Well, they've already removed the body. You're just like looking at the crime scene.
I'm just not doing my job and trying to sleep with everyone. Got it.
He's apparently quite distracted himself, and he clears his throat before
We're being surrounded by 12 creatures ready to just rip me to shreds, and we're like, what if I give him more fuck eyes? Yes, we should.
I brush past him a little closer than necessary, and another shiver overtakes me as I feel his cool skin against my own.
Damn, girl, shit.
I head for the crime scene, hyper aware of him following close behind, knowing his gaze is burning into me. We stop at the charred patch of grass, Finn bending to pick up one of the bloodied shards of the shattered gravestone. He brings it to his nose and glances at me before he gives it a sniff. He's apparently quite repulsed by whatever scent he's picked up, and he hands me the stone, wiping his hands off on his trousers.
I suggest you keep that. That's not something I've experienced before, and I've smelled a lot of different things in my time. It seems off. If it's from a creature, it's certainly not one I've come across in my 600 years.
That's not good.
I throw him an accusatory glance before I turn my attention back to what he's handed me. I put it in my pocket for safekeeping. You can't pick... Oh, that's your line.
You can't pick up anything at all? So that means it isn't the victim's blood? Oh, shout out to Amaretto. Yeah, I can't even remember how we officially met. I just know college happened.
That's who Amaretto is.
Yes.
But
Vashta Stampede does bring everyone together.
Not everyone.
He shakes his head.
Yeah, for us it was MySpace, dear. We know.
No, I'm just...
Yeah, I know. You don't like Trigun. You don't like the dub for Trigun.
Yeah, Vash the Stampede's dubbed voice makes me want to, like, break
We're talking about the 90s one. Oh, yeah. I had a drawing on my... there were, like, these little bulletin boards you had outside your dorms where I went to college. And I had this drawing of Vash the Stampede, and that's how I met Amaretto. And then we became besties. Definitely not this. Or definitely not his. This. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Well, here goes nothing.
I do exactly as I did last time, closing my eyes and concentrating, pouring all of my energy into seeking out that lingering memory. It's just as I remember, painful, loud, and I almost can't bear it as a deep, scared voice echoes in my mind. Leave while you still can. I feel a force pushing at me, but it's weak and nothing I can't handle, so I fight it and hold my ground. It's not hostile, but panicked. It's trying to tell me to go, to get out, to run. That just makes me want to stay all the more. I hear Finn saying my name, but it's distant, almost as if I'm underwater.
I want to help. Tell me how. Who did this to you?
No help, just death. You can't stop them. I tried. I failed. The voice quickly disappears, and all I'm left with are more questions. I open my eyes to find Finn crouched before me, his eyes wide, concern etched into his handsome face.
Are you okay? What was that? I wasn't listening, I swear it, but I couldn't block it out. He was just so loud.
I exhale sharply, shaking my head and taking his hand as he offers it to help me stand. I fall against him and he catches me with fluid grace.
It was a hunter. It must have been. What did you hear? Line.
Sorry, I was watching Adam Baldur's Gate again. He pauses, frowning and tightening his grip on me.
I like to think that when Otto kind of stumbled into him, right in the middle of his man boobs.
He pauses. Yes.
Nothing coherent, just noise, but it was intense. That's never happened before. What do you mean? I mean, I feel things, I hear things sometimes too, but I never directly spoken to a spirit like that before. At least, that's what I think it was. I should go and find August.
He seems reluctant to let me go, a stitch in his brow as he looks at me.
Are you sure you're okay?
I nod, regretting it immediately as a wave of dizziness overtakes me.
I've got you. You need to go and seek out Ezra. He can help you. Trust me. He's good with weird shit like this.
And then I can flirt with him too. And then
Yeah.
I can flirt with you both at the same time.
I contemplate heading back to see August, but I suspect they wouldn't appreciate me disturbing them at this hour with little more than a ghost story.
You're right. I'll head for a shop immediately.
Finn nods, still watching me and holding me close.
Aww. Head straight there. Promise me.
I place my hands on his chest and Finn holds my arms as I try to steady myself.
I will. Thank you, Finn.
I trace his touch as we break apart, his cool fingertips feeling so soothing against my skin.
If you need me, don't hesitate to come and find me. Ezra can tell you how to get me.
Obviously, it's the trapdoor in his floor.
Yeah.
I swallow thickly, nodding and trying to shake myself free of this haze.
Get yourself a boyfriend who lives in a hatch. I will. I swear it.
He turns and heads for the forest, casting a final lingering glance at me over his shoulder before he disappears into the darkness.
Amaretto, I want you to picture, we met this vampire man after he fucking clawed out of the floor of a fucking floor hatch like he's the fucking Wicked Witch from Snow White. It was hilarious.
Now I need to find Ezra and fast. I hurry to the shop, still unsteady on my feet and my mind reeling. What the hell is going on in this town? I round the corner and see that the lantern outside the shop is dark. I didn't realize how late it had gotten, and can only hope that he's home. I knock on the door and hear a loud crash, followed by quick footsteps.
Aw, Omen! What's our baby boy doing here?
The door creaks open slowly, and a face that definitely isn't Ezra's appears. I'm taken aback by the sight of Omen, his eyes wide as he stares at me.
Are all four of them in a polycule, or is it just 2 and 2?
It's just 2 and 2. Omen doesn't have a place where he lives.
He's just like everywhere where he wants to be.
He's couch surfing.
Love that. Maybe we can get him head pats. Are you supposed to be in there, Omen?
He blinks, and a moment later he smiles, full of sheepish remorse. That answers my question, though it's difficult to even work up any annoyance if he's actually trespassing. Is he influencing me with his powers, or is his human face just that cute?
Just that cute. Someone calling me? Yes, I'm maybe kind of living here right now. Oh, really?
For the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He smiles shyly, his ears twitching, and he looks away for a moment.
Is Ezra here?
He shakes his head, opening the door a little more.
No, he went out. He said he wouldn't be long, but I don't know when he'll be back.
His eyes widen a little more as if he's remembered something.
He said it wouldn't be long, but if you've ever
Sorry,
seen it,
would
you
you
know
like
he's
to come
lying.
in?
I contemplate rushing off to continue my search for Ezra, but I would be stupid to miss a chance to find out a little bit more about this curious demon.
I'd love to, but just for a moment. It's like he had to remember manners.
Yeah. There's a neat little pile of cushions arranged on the rug in the middle of the shop.
Sitting on the floor.
And a handful of empty wrappers that I can only assume were once filled with treats.
He's such a little gremlin. I love that.
Omen rushes to pick them up and scrunches them into a ball as if he's trying to get rid of the evidence. His tail sways mindlessly as he sticks them into a small bin hidden behind the counter. He seems oddly at home here, so I assume he's telling the truth about staying here often.
I have this image in my head of he's like putting stuff in a little wastebasket and he looks back at you, but he's in shadow. So all you see is like his eyes reflected and they're like demon eyes. Like,
there is like a CG, I can't remember where in the game, of his face half in shadow and it's all fucking spooky and shit.
But he's just a baby boy.
But he's just the baby boy.
You look exhausted. Have you been busy today?
I laugh quietly, rubbing my temple, my head continuing to thrum.
Very busy, yes.
He nods, picking up a lightly glowing blue crystal that sits on one of the displays. He fiddles with it nervously.
Can I ask you a few questions?
No.
I suppose, yes. I might not be able to answer much, though. Why?
He grimaces.
I try to stay out of things around here. The humans don't like me very much.
That is not nice.
It's
You
not
are
nice,
such
but
you're such a baby.
He is a demon, and demons typically are not nice to humans.
Because you're a demon?
His mouth twists into something that looks like it's trying and very much failing to be a smile.
Something like that.
I suppose that's fair. It's not every day you see a demon like him walking down the street, even these days. He's well glamored, but he's still quite obviously inhuman. In a town like this, especially one so small, I imagine he's quite an unnerving presence. And that isn't even taking into consideration what the murders and unanswered mysteries might have done to the townsfolk's nerves. Ask him about himself.
I don't know much about you. Where are you from? And how long have you been here in Lunaris?
His eyes widen, pupils dilating, and I see the slightest hint of crimson flickering in the chestnut brown.
I've been here about 2 years. Time passes differently here for me, so it's hard to know for sure. You'd have to ask Ezra. He'd know.
I don't miss the way he tactfully ignored my question about his origins, but I decide to not press him if he's giving me something. He's a demon. Where the fuck do you think he's from?
Hell.
Yet.
How did you meet Ezra?
He lights up at that question.
I met him the day I arrived in Lunaris. He was the first person I saw, and he took me in without question when I was in need of shelter.
I'm noticing a pattern here. Ezra's a nice guy.
Ezra's the mom friend.
Ezra's very kind, isn't he?
He nods enthusiastically.
He is quite wonderful. Everyone thinks so. Well,
Not everyone.
He fidgets, dropping his gaze to his hands, fingers toying with the blue crystal again.
the general, August, they don't like him very much, and that makes Ezra sad. Do you know why?
He shakes his head, biting his lip.
No, I don't want to ask, but Finn says they've known each other for a very long time.
Ezra has been very, very kind to me. I don't want to pry, not about things that might hurt to say or to hear.
I nod slowly. It's hard to argue with that, I suppose. Ask about the murders.
Do you know much about these recent murders?
Omen passively looks out the window, a sad look crossing his face.
I know that the humans are upset, and that the ones who were killed were hunters. Ezra is tired all the time, and Finn visits him less. Alcar is distant.
He sighs, a knot forming between his brows.
Everything is so different lately. I don't like it.
His eyes light up as he turns to look at me.
But now you're here. A solution. A fresh start.
Oh, no pressure.
Eventually, Omen...
You're not a
shrugs.
solution, you're a solid.
I'm the solvent.
You're a solid. You can't be a solution.
The wind changes, perhaps towards the shore this time?
And he smiles at me, full of optimism and faith. His trust is almost sweet, but I can't, in good conscience, lie to him.
I hope so, Omen, but it might take me a little while. Right, yes, I understand that.
He fidgets where he stands, his eyes flickering to the curtain that hides Ezra's living area.
Can I show you something? Of course you can. One moment.
He dashes through the curtain that separates the front of the shop with the back, reappearing within seconds, clutching a weathered notebook.
Is he going to show me his macaroni pictures?
He's going to show you his macaroni pictures.
Here,
He's gonna
I
show
keep
you
notes on
something.
things I find interesting, mostly humans, but also Finn, Alcar, Ezra.
He trails off, looking wistful.
I thought maybe this could help you. If you need to know stuff about certain people, I might have something here.
Oh, hard option.
You said you write about things that you find interesting?
That's right. Anything that intrigues me, I guess. Sometimes things I don't understand, so I can ask someone later. Human things, mostly.
I smile, enamored. He's so wonderfully curious. It's a nice break from the doom and gloom that the others I've spoken to have been emanating.
Is there anything about me in there?
He stutters, holding the book a little tighter.
No. Maybe.
I raise an eyebrow at him and he shyly drops his gaze.
Yes. Yes, there is.
My smile grows exponentially, and Omen smiles in return. The color in his cheeks is almost matching his shirt.
What did you write about me?
His tail sways back and forth enthusiastically, curling around his leg.
You're really putting me on the spot, huh?
As long as it's nice, I don't mind.
I offer him a wink.
Oh, it's very nice. Trust me.
I sigh dramatically, watching him watch me. I have a feeling there'll be more notes in his book this evening.
Well, I guess I'll have to trust you if you're not going to show me. Never say never, Otto.
I feel a sudden twang of pain in my temple again. The sensation is unpleasant, and it burns.
Otto, are you okay?
Omen rushes to my side, the notebook forgotten upon the counter. He reaches for me, but he's hesitant. I can feel an impossible warmth radiating off his palm, but he withdraws his hand before he touches me. So, like, his glamour's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, when he's emotional, so, like, sometimes fire will erupt from him when he's having emotions.
Aw, baby.
Yeah.
Were you about to say? Okay, I wasn't sure if you were done there. I'm fine.
I don't think Megan was sure if she was done there.
I really need to find Ezra. Do you have any idea where he could be?
I don't know for sure, but he usually goes to the market or the tavern. Maybe even the catacombs.
The catacombs?
He nods, leaning closer.
Yes, that's where the vampires are.
He presses a finger to his lips, a human gesture that looks out of place, like he's been practicing it.
I would try the tavern first, though. He did mention he needed a drink. He likes to drink a lot of wine after a busy day.
Thank you so much, Omen. I better hurry.
But yeah, I bid him a quick farewell and head back out into the darkness. So yes, the hatch in the floor leads into the catacombs, which is where the vampires live.
Of course.
I mean, if you're gonna have vampires in your town.
Yeah.
Catacombs.
Underground catacombs, you know. I mean, it's already decorated for goths.
Right.
I push my way into the
Those
tavern.
are very different things.
I push my way into the tavern, scanning every table for that shock of white hair. And much to my relief, I see the friendly face I'm looking for. He's noticed me already, his hand raised as he beckons me over to where he sits alone in a cozy spot in the corner. His smile is as bright and as wide as I remember, and I take a seat opposite him.
It's good to see you. I hope the town hasn't scared you off yet.
I raise an accusatory eyebrow at him, earning a laugh.
Well, even if I was scared off, I can't really go anywhere, can I?
Ezra smiles softly, but he seems restless.
I suppose not, no.
What's that like? Being bound to do whatever you're told by your duty.
Fucking awful, thanks for asking. I fucking hate it. I hate my life. It's lonely.
It's lonely. I haven't seen my family since I was 12. I contemplate his question for a moment, wondering exactly how honest I should be.
Well, it is quite lonely, especially when you're torn from your previous post and dropped into a weird town full of strangers. And murders. Don't forget those.
He winks, a sparkle in his eyes.
And murders, yes.
I'm sorry you have to endure that. Loneliness is a terrible thing, but you shall be lonely no more. We've got you now. We're here for you.
Oh, I'm making it work. Flirting with every fucking person in this town.
He sits a little straighter, determined.
We?
He rolls his eyes playfully with a hand placed over his heart.
You wound me. Yes, we. Myself and Finn and Piper and, well, maybe even August, if you're lucky.
August just needs really good sleep. And
He
like
just
a nice
needs,
bottle of wine.
I'm going to take the reports out of his hand. I'm going to smush his face, put it on my shoulder, and tell him sleep.
I laugh as Ezra grimaces at that thought.
You have people here. Some might be undead or just plain stubborn, but you have us.
Thank you, Ezra. That means a lot.
He shrugs it off, running his finger around the rim of his wine glass.
We've all been lonely at some point. Some of us will always be lonely, even surrounded by people. But if there's the smallest chance that you can quell that with some good company, then you should take it.
He looks up at me, and I wonder how such a human exists. He's kind and possibly so, and I find it very hard to believe it could ever be an act.
So, you have friends here, Otto?
The barmaid comes over and rolls her eyes, hand on her hip as she addresses me rather curtly.
That's
Drink.
difficult. Most people just roll R's. Almost nobody
Got another
can roll
achievement.
I's.
Do you want wine, whiskey, ale, or water?
I'll have what he's having.
I gesture at Ezra's half-empty wine glass, the dark liquid looking more than appealing.
I'll have some of the same, please.
She turns and wanders off with yet another roll of her eyes, and Ezra poorly stifles a laugh.
Don't take it personally. That's Edna. She's notoriously, short.
I grimace, and as she returns with my glass of wine, I nod politely.
Thank you, Edna.
Edna grunts, turning on her heel and throwing me a dismissive wave over her shoulder.
Oh, that was actually sweet of her. Case in point.
The wine tastes rich, and I eagerly savor the first sip.
Are you okay? You seem tense. I was actually looking for you. I need to tell you something, but I need you to...
Do you have some Excedrin migraine?
Like, actually in real life?
No. Otto's like, do you got any Excedrin migraine?
Hey, right? I need to tell you something, but I need you to promise me that you won't think I'm crazy.
You're talking to someone who lives in Lunaris. Try me.
He has a vampire that comes up through his fucking floorboards. I take a deep breath and edge closer, checking no one else is listening.
I visited the graveyard after I left your shop yesterday to see if the crime scene. I tried to get a feel for what happened there last night.
Ezra leans in, his eyes wide.
And? I didn't really get much other than this overwhelming sense of loss, which is, well, quite normal, considering the circumstances. People tend to feel such emotions when they're dying. But tonight I went back. Finn was there too, and I felt something different. And it wasn't just Finn's chest.
It was just Finn's titties.
Different? How exactly?
I huff a laugh, knowing how ridiculous this sounds.
I hear him, the hunter, the one who died. He spoke to me.
Ezra's gaze darts around the tavern, and he sits back in his chair, running a hand through his hair. He wipes the look of shock off his face quickly, putting himself to rights. His voice is low when he speaks next, barely a whisper.
You're sure it was him?
I nod.
Positive. He told me to leave, and that there's no hope in helping.
Ezra leans forward again, pushing his wine glass aside, placing his hand upon the table. His fingers are visibly twitching. Oh, take his hand.
Take his hand.
I mirror his movement and place my hand upon the table beside his, shamelessly needing comfort and contact. Ezra doesn't hesitate to take it in his own, his skin warm and soft as he squeezes it tightly.
It's gonna be okay. We'll figure this out together.
I exhale sharply, feeling like I've been holding my breath ever since I left that graveyard.
Thank you, Ezra. I don't know what I'd do without you, and I've only known you for a few days.
It's okay. I'm used to taking care of people. It's my thing, I suppose. Besides, you're delightful. It's not like it's a chore.
But the next question is, do you like that it's your thing? Is it your thing because you like to do it, or is it your thing because you feel it's thrust upon you and you have to do it?
I think it's just his thing because he likes to do it.
Okay. It's important to check in. Don't just assume.
He softens his expression and starts drawing gentle, soothing circles on the back of my hand with his thumb. His cheeks darken slightly, and everything about him is impossibly enchanting.
I'm glad you're okay, Otto. I'm here for you, always. I'm more grateful than you'll ever know for that.
Another squeeze of my hand, and we part reluctantly.
So, what now?
He curls his fingers around the stem of his glass and sighs deeply.
I don't even know how to unpack this, but I do know that you need to rest. How's your head feeling?
I sigh, pushing my wine aside.
Still hurting.
Ezra fishes around in the pouch that's attached to his belt, retrieving a small vial full of what looks like a strange herb or flower.
Here, crush this into some boiling water, and it should help with the headache. It's just some feverfew and butter burr. Completely natural, I promise.
I take the vial and tuck it safely in my pocket.
Would that actually work? Butterbur and feverfur?
Feverfew?
Feverfew and butterbur?
Feverfew, I think is for like fevers and headaches. I'm not sure about butterbur.
Do you have a pharmacy in there?
God, he is such the mom friend. He's gonna pull out a first aid
He's
kit eventually.
crunchy and I love him for that.
He laughs softly, shaking his head.
What kind of witch would I be if I didn't carry around a cure for a migraine? I should head back to the shop. I left Omen unattended with the kitchen cupboard unlocked. He let me out of house and home. I did check there before I came here. He'd gotten into the sweets. Shit. And that's definitely my cue to leave.
So
Whatever
like,
you experience today will still have happened tomorrow. I know what you hunters are like. No matter how scary August is, your report can wait until tomorrow.
so fun fact. Omen's favorite food is chocolate. However, he is terribly allergic to chocolate.
Oh, buddy.
And it makes his tongue swell to the point where he can't breathe.
That's not
However,
good.
because he's a demon, he does not technically need to breathe. So he's just like, it's fine. I don't need to breathe. I'll just keep eating chocolate.
Tongue getting bigger and bigger.
It's like dairy. Ugh, sorry, I was rubbing my eye. I smile up at him as he stands to leave.
I promise. I'm drained. I need bed more than ever right now. Plus, I need to decide how to pull all of this into words. This has changed everything for me, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid it did. Just...
He sighs deeply, resting a hand upon my shoulder.
Be mindful of who you share this information with, okay? There are eyes and ears everywhere.
Good night, Otto. Good night, Ezra.
I stare out of the window and I spot the first snowflakes falling from a star-dusted sky.
Good night, Moon.
Winter has arrived in Lunaris. My headache is persistent as I lay in bed, but nothing can possibly stop me from falling asleep after the day I had. I finish the tea that I made with the flowers Ezra gave me, hoping that it begins to take effect. I close my eyes, but just before I drift off, a distant whisper.
A careless whisper, even?
Dissident whispers?
My name was James.
Sounds like an autobiography. My name was James.
Call me Ishmael.
I open my eyes to the incessant sound of fists banging on my door.
Oh, fuck, I'm late.
My head is still pounding, a fuzzy haze settling over me as I drag myself from the relative comfort of my bed and attempt to ignore the ache that has made myself home behind my eyeballs.
Is it the werewolf? Is it the demon?
Oh, it's worse.
Oh, it's the fucking boss?
It's Augustus.
And was I late? So late. Oh, man, I'm dead. Line.
I blink once, twice, and... shit. It's dark. Surely I slept for more than a few hours.
Oh, I have a feeling you slept for a lot more than those.
Better hope you're dead in a bloody ditch somewhere.
Oh, fuck. Hunter Phil, if you don't open this door in the next 5 seconds, and you're going to have to pay for a new one.
Hunter Phil?
Oh no, we're like Dr. Phil, Megan. Yeah. Line.
I grimace, thinking that might actually be the preferred option right now.
Did I really just sleep for a whole day?
You did.
I just read your line for you because you're fucking looking at your phone.
Well, at least my death will be at the hands of something other than a ghastly creature, I suppose. Small victories.
Sorry, what about your sister Clora?
Jesus Christ.
Line.
I look out the window and it's almost definitely past sundown. Lunaris is covered in snow, a pristine blanket of perfect white glistening in the moonlight. Yeah, you slept through your entire workday.
Yeah.
And Augustus is going to rip you in half.
Oh my god.
What I was Googling is what is butterbur used for in medicine, and it is for migraines.
Nice. Line.
There are more people in the street than I've seen the whole time I've been in Lunaris. And they're hanging brightly colored bunting from between the crooked little houses.
I have things to do. Important things. I can hear you in there, you know.
The thought of opening the door and seeing August ready to tear my head off is less than appealing, especially when I probably look like I've been dragged through a fey nest and left for dead.
All right, here's a pro gamer move you could do. Open the door, drag him into the room, and give him a smooch. He'll be so fucking confused that you just smooched him after you flirted heavily with him just the day before that he won't know what to do with himself. You might be able to survive with your life.
I gather my wits and shout as cheerily as I can muster.
I'll be down in 5 minutes.
I hear a series of incoherent mumbles from the other side of the door, followed by a clack of heels as they walk away without much of a fight.
Oh boy, I'm so dead.
I get the feeling I'm in a lot of trouble. If they could fire you, they would. Wonderful. The Wolf is full to the brim with red-faced patrons, all wearing far fancier outfits than the usual uninteresting garments they tend to sport. I also see August scowling in the corner, but I almost don't recognize them out of their uniform. They spot me, and I can almost feel my blood freezing at that ice-cold gaze fixes upon me.
We thought you were missing. I almost had a search party sent out for you.
Hello, neckline. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I catch myself staring as August impatiently taps her foot, waiting for an apology. They look different, more relaxed, and far more approachable. It certainly doesn't help my growing infatuation with them.
You look different. Amazing, actually.
Their foot stills, a dark brow raising in what I'm hoping is interest.
He's still mad at you. But this is helping.
I do,
I smile, biting my lip to prevent it from growing as wide as I'd like it to.
Girl, biting your lip just made it exponentially worse. Yes, you do. You have impeccable taste, General. Thank you, Otto. It's hard to find a decent tailor in these parts, so
They hold their words, narrowing their gaze, apparently suddenly suspicious of my curiosity.
Flattery will get you nowhere. And certainly not on a day where you've shown yourself up so horribly.
I'm really sorry. I didn't do it on purpose.
They raise their hand, silencing me.
I don't want to hear it. If you had attended this morning's meeting, you would know that it was quite an important event happening this evening. We don't have much time, thanks to your tardiness, so please bear with me while I explain.
We are in the middle of a crisis, yes, but the Lunar Festival is unavoidable. Harry thinks that if we postpone or cancel it, the town will erupt into chaos.
They need stability more than ever right now, and the last thing we need to do is more panic.
Lunar Festival?
A festival. While there's horrible murders being committed. Trust me, I know. It's abhorrent, to be quite honest. It's a yearly tradition that's been around for centuries, one that Harry holds dear. He's been distant lately.
Almost like his husband was murdered.
If this helps, then I'm willing to play along. And I expect you to do the same. No questions asked, understand?
I hardly agree, and I have more than enough on my mind that I need to figure out, but the look August is giving me tells me that I have little to no choice.
So you're saying this is a festival episode where you get to take someone on a date?
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
But it is also almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I ponder their... Oh, it's your line, bro. Come on.
I ponder their question for a little longer than necessary for dramatic effect, feeling them growing impatient.
Absolutely anything you need.
They relax at that, their pretty eyes bright as they stare me down.
Good.
And between you and me, I personally think it's a complete and utter waste of time and resources, especially in the middle of such a crisis.
They sigh heavily, shrugging as if they've already admitted defeat.
Alas, it's important to Harry that we stick with a said tradition and show the people of Lunaris that everything is exactly as it should be. So, just forget about the horrible murders and my sworn duty to protect and serve the people for a night, then? Yes, you've got it. And I don't have a choice? Do you ever? Point taken.
A rather loud cheer rings out from the doorway, and August grimaces, running a hand over their face.
The festival itself takes place in the market. Please represent us well, Hunter. All eyes will be on you. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to introduce yourself to the town.
Then they look me up and down, apparently unsatisfied with my presentation.
You'll want to change to something a little more interesting, and I suggest you find someone to escort you. It would look a little odd having you wander around by yourself. We'll have to show solidarity. I'm thinking stay with August. What do you think?
I say stay with August.
Can I not just stay with you? Surely you're the best person to show me around.
They sigh heavily, contemplating my suggestion with narrowed eyes.
That sounds reasonable, I suppose.
August retrieves a rather extravagant fur coat from the hook near the doorway and turns on their heel to raise a brow at me.
The ostentatious fuck. I must stop by the office for something first. Get changed and wait for me outside. Yes, General.
I take a deep breath before heading back up to my room to find something that August may possibly deem interesting. When I've changed into something a little less comfortable, I brave the chill and head for the enforcement headquarters. I stand and wait outside as instructed, but considering August didn't seem to have much time for me to explain my lateness, they're taking their sweet time inside. The cold is biting, snow is still falling around me, a light dusting, settling in my hair and upon my shoulders. I sigh, teeth chattering as I lean back against cold stone, rubbing my palms together in an effort to generate even the slightest bit of warmth. The town looks enchanting beneath the lush blanket of white, and the distant sound of music and laughter makes me feel strangely at home. I wait a little more, withstanding the cold and boredom as long as I can. August doesn't seem to be appearing anytime soon, so I decide to head inside. The winding corridors are quiet and dark, and an eerie blue light catches my eye as I turn the corner to find August's office. There's an unnerving buzz, a low electric hum. A dull glow radiates from the walls that surround their door, as well as the door itself, and there's a formation of strange messy lines winding across the plasterboard and wood. I can hear August moving around inside the office, and my momentary panic that they're in trouble subsides.
Okay, I was like, some weird magic shit happening?
I sense no danger here, just power. Magic. Seek them out.
Flirtatious.
It's speaking to me in the faintest of whispers, and I find myself transfixed. I reach out with little thought and push the door open.
He's half naked.
The sight I met with is nothing short of incredible. The walls are glowing brightly, luminous veins of magic pulsing with life, coating every possible surface, and August sits at their desk, toying with the ends of their silvering hair.
Somebody needs to turn the black light off.
Right?
They appear to be lost.
That room has been well used.
They appear to be lost in quiet thought until the click of the door closing behind me startles them. They stand quickly, a look of both shock and slight embarrassment on their face.
What are you doing here? I asked you to wait.
Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. It's cold outside.
Maybe it's cold outside.
Right?
They open their mouth to protest further, but they pause and watch me as I take in my surroundings.
I've never seen anything like this.
I walk over to the roaring fireplace, reaching out to run my fingers over the elegant patterns that surround the mirror that sits pride of place above the fire. I feel a delicate spark shooting through my fingertips as I make contact, but I don't pull away. Instead, I trace the swirls and the curves, closing my eyes and drowning in the feeling that flows through me. I feel alive and possibly connected to something or someone. August draws nearer to me, a bright flush painting their cheeks and the tips of their ears, even sweeping across the top of their chest.
Oh my.
They pause again, taking a deep, shuddering breath as I continue to follow the path of the magic. They close their eyes for a brief moment, and when they open it again, they appear more relaxed. They join me in looking at the patterns, their brow furrowed.
I spend so much time here pouring everything I have into my work. Thanks to that, my magic, it's been a little unstable lately.
Have you considered it's because you're not fucking sleeping?
Right?
They clear their throats,
Maybe you're just not that good.
swaying as I remove my hand from the wall. They avert their gaze shyly.
It's not dangerous. I just don't know how to make it stop. Then don't.
They look up at me with wide eyes, a small smile crossing their lips.
That simple?
I find it so shameful that I cannot control it.
My fingers twitch at my side, and I feel a desperate urge to reach out and touch the bleeding magic again, as if I'm being compelled.
There's no shame in being powerful. You should embrace it. It's just another part of who you are.
Their eyes shine, a stunning mixture of vivid blue and swirling violet.
Part of who I am. Huh. No one has said that to me in a very long time.
Your magic is beautiful and unique, just like you.
They stare, their stare doesn't waver, and for the first time in their presence, I feel a certain sense of calm rolling off them in generous waves. They take a deep breath and brush their hands over the front of their perfectly unwrinkled shirt.
Thank you. I don't really know what to say. We'd better get going.
I wait for them to grab their coat, and as I follow them out the door, I turn to check on the magic one last time. It glows far brighter for the briefest moments, flickering and snuffing out like a dying star as August steps outside.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, this is the part where we save because there's like 8 minutes left.
Yeah, we save here, and I think we should stop here.
Yeah.
Like, it's a couple minutes early, but, like, we're about to go into a big scene.
Yeah. All right, I have a question. Who
Yeah?
was August's voice actor?
Jonah Scott, we've discussed this.
Because he sounds an awful lot like Chris Tester. It was throwing me off because he sounded a lot like Heinrichs. I don't like that is not
Heinrich.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's just Jonah Scott.
Yeah, but like his affectation is similar to what Chris uses for Heinrich's character. Don't
Not everything
fucking
is
judge
about
me.
Warhammer
Shut
40K
the fuck
Rogue
up! I
Trader.
know that. Oh, fuck you.
And look at that, we're out of time.
So this has been,
Part 1 of When the Night Comes.
and we'll be continuing this next time. So not
Yes.
next Tuesday, but the
The
Tuesday
Tuesday
after
after.
that. The next time you'll see us, we are going to be doing our live D&D playthrough called
Yes,
Ballad of the
this
Bullet Dodger.
Saturday.
Oh, so, by the way, speaking of Vash the Stampede, do you want to hear a fun Vash the Stampede story?
Anyone-
No,
anyone-
not from you. No, I don't trust you. No.
That's a valid response, Megan.
is
You know what?
valid.
I'm going to agree with Megan. I don't want to know.
Okay.
You can tell us
probably-
after I turn
you
off
probably
the
don't.
cameras and the microphones.
It's not bad. It's just
No,
might
no.
be traumatizing for you, Ashley. I don't
Yeah, so that's bad. So yeah, and then the next stream after this upcoming Saturday, that is going to be at noon Eastern or noon-ish Eastern. It's like 12:30, whenever we can get our shit together and turn
Yeah.
the button
Yeah.
on. But yeah, that's kind of it, man. I just kind of like hanging out and doing streams.
Yep.
Like and subscribe, leave
Yep.
comments and stuff. We'll get back to them, I guess. Megan, you got anything to promote?
This
Yeah.
channel.
Hey, can you just keep watching this channel? That'd be great.
Our Twitch, our YouTube,
There's gonna
join
be
our
more
Discord.
things happening here that you
We got-
may or may not want to see.
We do things. You should like
Things
us.
happen.
We
You should
yeah,
follow.
we make them
and subscribe.
Yeah. That. Please.
Subscribes and follows and
Please.
likes and whatever. I don't know where you're watching us.
Please. Okay. Have we vamped for enough time?
Yes.
Okay. We're done now. It's getting warm in here.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We fucking appreciate you.
It was nice seeing everyone.
Yes, go buy this game and play more visual novels.
Yeah.
Bye, Amaretto. What up, boo?
Bye. Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Right.
Bye. Bye.